Guys, what's going on? What is going on, guys? What's going on? It's good to see you guys. You know, it's good. I hope you guys had a good weekend. You know, I think my Seahawks won today, or are they playing right now? Let me see. I haven't had a chance to check the game here. Yeah, we kicked the crap out of the Cardinals. Guys, we're 7-2. It's a good time to be alive. And yeah, guys, we'll talk about addiction today. Vices, addiction, etc. Guys, there's a lot of so we talk about young women who are dealing with a lot of this stuff. Men have always you know suffered from addiction and other things, right? But once again, guys, with the whole feminism and the whole rise of the strong and independent thing,
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
now these chicks are getting the same negative outcomes as us guys. Think about it, guys. Back in the '80s, Korg, Matt, you guys didn't see homeless chicks. You guys didn't see chicks that were junkies. You guys didn't see chicks that were overdosing and all that other stuff, right? Now we see it all the time. Portland, Seattle, San Diego. You see chicks on the side of the road, chicks in the park. Philly, passed out in the freaking middle of the street, taking dumps in the middle of the road, like in Seattle. Welcome to our world. And guys, I think a lot of young guys, though, are very, very susceptible to things like gambling addiction, getting addicted to, Xanax and all that other stuff. And there's still not a lot of support for service members who come back with addictions. So I think that every now and then, guys, we'll have a live stream talking about addiction and how it's affecting men and how men are handling it. So, Kelvin, what's up, dude? He said that I've known a lot of people who have addictions. Most of them aren't alive today. Yeah, facts, guys. I grew up, poor until I was 11 years old, and then we went from like lower class to like upper class, like because we're the American dream, But guys, it wasn't until my family moved back to Washington State, and I was in high school and in college with the meth thing and some of the opioids and all that other stuff, when I started seeing people that were addicts. You know what I'm saying? I think the first time that I ever knew anyone who was a full-blown addict was my freshman year of high school. Of college. But there was a kid who went to my high school who was high on something and got hit by a train, passed away when I was like a sophomore. So Keyshawn's
really
here.
Went off the rails.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. That's hilarious.
Well, I should have said derailed by drugs.
Let me see. Keyshawn says, I've never been addicted. The people in my family have been. Yeah. MK says that he left America. Did what? Leaving America. Oh, got sober. Hey, congratulations, man. So he said he got sober by leaving America. Hey, you know what? All you guys that are in recovery and are sober, guys, you know what? Seriously, guys, all credits due to you guys, and all of us guys are saying congratulations, man. And keep up the fight, and all of us are here to support you guys. Seriously, because guys, here's the thing about women. We can get into this later on, and I want Matt to kind of chime in just a little bit, just to summarize. Women actually get support from court, from society, from their addicts. Nobody gives a shit about men. You know what I'm saying? They just don't. Matt, what do you think?
Well, I mean, you know a little bit about my history. I think that because men are seen as more self-reliant, that they think that we're going to take care of ourselves when it comes to like alcoholism and drug dependency, and so there's generally less support when it comes to like government programs for men. almost in the same proportion that you see for like housing and food aid and things like that.
Yeah.
It's the same all around for like, social services regarding like mental health, which is where, substance abuse, where that rests.
Yeah, it's true. Guys, so this is something that I was going to touch on later, but I'm going to touch on it now. Guys, we throw the word addiction around a lot now. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, guys who watch the Hub are addicted to fapping, or guys that are no, guys, that's hyperbolically, like, well, I'm addicted to my new video game. No, guys, we're talking about an actual addiction, right? I think Matt can define addiction a little bit more better, but addiction,
Sure.
guys, is when it's something that quitting that while you're doing it, it impedes your ability to function, and it's extremely difficult to quit. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So like, there are people who play video games, and there are those that play video games, for 17 hours straight, 5-6 days a week, and can't work a job. You know what I mean? Or whatever. There's gamblers who can gamble now and then, but then there's gamblers who will lose their whole life savings, right? That's two different things.
People have played video games till they died, like World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
They literally died sitting in a chair.
Yeah.
Couple of them.
Matt, what are you saying?
Sure. So like there's like a spectrum in the way that you think about it. When it comes to like addiction, the easiest way that like when I go and I do my AA meetings for other veterans, the easiest way to think about something like alcoholism, addiction to alcohol, is do you need that to live your life? Like for me, so that like you've got a clear understanding of what I'm talking about, and kind of how insidious this can be. I literally needed that in order to sleep every night. Drinking for me in order to go to sleep every night, it was a foregone conclusion. And so like the idea of not doing it didn't even arise. It was just it was presumed, at least in my perspective, that this is just what I needed to do in order to live my life. And that is like the simplest way to think about like addiction. Sometimes dependence gets thrown in with there. There's a difference with dependence. Dependency is like the precursor to addiction. It's like where you've started to develop a problem, but it's not an actual physiological need yet. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
It's
so like a lot of people are dependent on marijuana, right?
Right. Yes. Or like getting off of it, you're going to have side effects, right? but and you're going to have side effects, but they're not going to be so deleterious. Like for a great example of like a dependency issue and a difference between an addiction issue. I was on Oxycontin and oxycodone after I got injured in the Army, and we've talked about that at great length. I was on those medications for years, right? But I never misused them. I never used more than I needed. And I never went to more than just the doctor at the VA that was prescribing them. That didn't change the physiological fact that like at a certain point my body became so used to them, right? That I had side effects when I got off of them.
Yeah.
But the Oxycontin and the oxycodone didn't fully blossom into an addiction because I didn't use it that way. Do you know what I mean? So I used it long term, but I didn't really abuse it. And that's kind of more in the dependency. That kind of falls into the dependency categorization. Whereas like alcohol, like I went off the deep end. That was a bottle a night of bourbon, literally.
Yeah.
Like I can down it like you just wouldn't believe. And so like that's where you get into the real addiction type stuff. That's like where like I was willing to give up for this is a good way, another good way to think about it. Like shooting is my passion. I did not think it was like possible for me to give up drinking. So I forewent shooting for 2 or 3 years before I got sober, and I've been sober 4
Wow.
years now.
Anonymous, I see you, pal.
I
Uh-oh.
gave up like the things that I'm most passionate about because I needed to drink every night. That's like a classical symptom of addiction.
Wow. Yeah. So a friend of mine had two herniated discs in her back, right? And her left leg was completely numb, so she couldn't sit, couldn't stand, right?
Mhm.
And that was going on for like 8-9 months, and they did the steroid shots, didn't help, and finally they're like, here, we're gonna do the spinal surgery, where they have this new surgery that was developed by the Army, because guys who jump out of airplanes slip discs a lot, so they're like, how can we get guys to recover? So they have this thing where they take these long rods and they take the vertebrae and drill into your vertebrae. Like, they put these rods in and they just pull your vertebrae kind of apart and then kind of drill a little bit and go and just pop the disc right back in.
Mhm.
And then clear out any chips or anything. So my friend couldn't sit, couldn't stand, but then walked out of the hospital that same day. The problem was they had given her all these pain medications, Oxycontin and all this other stuff. So she was having withdrawals. And here's the thing: this person showed me all the medicine. This is like 2015, around there. All the Oxycontins and Percocets and the Dilaudid. The doctors were just writing all these prescriptions, just giving them to her, right? And it was nerve pain, so it really wasn't even helping, because that stuff doesn't really help with nerve pain. So,
gabapentin would have been more appropriate than Oxycontin.
So this person said that they were at the clinic talking to the doctor about surgery, and there was one guy who was like doubled over in pain, like he could barely walk. I'm not gonna get the surgery. I just need my pills. It's like, I guess if you don't want to get better, fine, but I can. That's been one of the things that has always made me sad. Is there are people. Okay, there's such a from, I want to say 97 to even now, when was it Purdue Pharma and all these knuckleheads made Oxycontin and all this other stuff.
Sackler family, Purdue.
Yeah, there are perfectly reasonable people. Let's just say you have Anonymous, and he was an aspiring footballer, right? And here he is. He's a sophomore in high school, and he tears his ACL, right? Well, if this was 1992, they'd have given him a little morphine drip in the hospital, whatever, put him out, done the thing, and given him some type of, I don't know, some medication. But now this happens to him in 2015, and they send him home with 7-8 pills of oxys. Here, take 5 of these a day. Well, he doesn't know. He starts taking 5 of them a day. Next thing you know, he's addicted. That used to happen.
It's all the kickbacks. It's all the kickbacks.
Yeah, they do
all the time.
The dentists do it a lot. In 2015, I had like a root canal, or 2016, and the doctor, like when I was half under, the doctor was like, "Don't worry, Joe, I'm going to hook you up with some candy afterwards." That's literally what he said.
Damn.
And I actually started like throwing it away, because I was like, "Oh, I'll take it like the day afterward." But it really wasn't that bad. But it's like, that's how you get hooked on this. They give you a pretty big bottle of it, and you start taking it, and your brain will rewire that way, sort of.
Yeah.
Because people want to get rid of pain.
Yeah.
Everyone wants that.
Has everyone here seen Trainspotting?
Yes.
What did he say at the beginning? He goes, but people forget one thing. They forget one thing: the pleasure of it.
Yeah, yeah.
We do drugs because it feels good. I mean, we're not stupid, or we're not
Yeah.
that fucking stupid, guys. A lot of people shoot heroin and do oxys and do Xannies because it makes them feel good. That's just
Well,
guys,
And it makes mundane life easier.
yes,
because you're just high.
that's where I
That's
was
like half
going.
of it. Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
well,
And we're already hold on in the topic here, but I think that okay, Matt, guys like Matt are a different example because he went through some shit, right? But I think that with a lot of us, Matt, Korg, Anonymous, Snowboard, we were raised in a time to where life is supposed to suck. Life, you can't have the sunshine without the rain. And I think Gen Z, young millennials, they want the good all the time. That's a very female way to live.
And
I don't want.
instantly.
Yeah,
And
I want the good. I want good, and no bad. Right? So they have no coping mechanism. So they run straight to the Xannies. They run straight to the oxys. They run straight to the vape and the THC and all this other stuff. Right?
Antidepressants too.
Yes. Matt, you were saying?
Well, I think that you hit part of it on the head. I even talk about this at length in the meetings that I do. You're exactly right in that I am an atypical alcoholic. Like what I did, if you wanted to know the classification, is I used alcohol as a negative coping mechanism when I came back from the Army. I wouldn't talk about my experiences. I bottled them up. And I thought that drinking was just how somebody like me exists after combat. That's just how life was for people like me. And you can lie and rationalize to yourself only so far. For me, it was a
part of the
negative coping
silent
mechanism.
generation did that too.
Right.
Sorry to interrupt.
Every generation of combat veterans have come home and used alcohol to one extent or another to cope after their experiences. Every single one of them, because men in general have trouble talking about their experiences in war. They do, especially people who have never been there. It's like it's very difficult to talk about. You have to make yourself especially vulnerable, and you're somebody who comes from like a subculture in society where like that's even like frowned upon. I mean, you don't talk about your feelings in the Army or the Marine Corps. You're never trained to like even think about like the positive aspects of that. In actuality, I was trained to never talk about these things and compartmentalized everything. Right.
You're trained to take orders.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trained to take orders, but I was also, I jokingly referred to this to AJ and Snowboarder, but in war, the Vegas rules apply. What happens in war stays over there. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah.
The same rules apply. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you're protecting your friends.
Yeah.
It's just so it's like if you never talk about those things, you never actually go through the grieving process and deal with them. Yeah. And that's why so many guys come back and stay sick. That's what I'm saying.
A friend of mine, he in his PhD, he's a clinical psychologist, and he was working with the Joint Air Force, Army, Navy, Marines task force to deal with victimizer PTSD. So not when you're the victim of, but when you victimized. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys know there's two different kinds. There's a kind where you've been the victim of. Let's just say that you were like in a bad battle. You saw your friends get killed, or you were shot, or whatever. Then there's the guys that are like flying drones and observing like a village out in the middle of nowhere for like months at a time. They know the family, the mom, the dad, the sister, whatever, and then all of a sudden they have to freaking hit the button and blow them all to smithereens.
Stuff. That's what the WikiLeaks got.
Yeah.
talked.
But yeah, but guys, seriously, dude, they said that those guys a lot because it would be like those guys where they're like that one good guy that's a CEO in a bad prison, and he has to like take part in like beating some prisoner to death or whatever, you know, like, and that guilt is super bad. So I guess no one was even addressing that type of PTSD at all, you know? So that's one thing that the military has been doing. Because Rage says, I avoid playing MMO games because I thought that I might spend days on it playing. And guys, that's, hey, you know what, Rage, it's good that you know your limits, man. That you know that you should stay away from it. Because there are guys who, I can play Mario 3 or I can play friggin' Final Fantasy 7 fine. But, you know, there's guys that you put them on friggin' The Sims and or one of these online games. Matter of fact, guys, I stopped playing games online because I get so pissed. I remember I was playing King of the Fighters, not this last one, the one before online. I was playing that and UFC 3 online. And there was one time where I was like level 12 and this level 30 guy. I was one small hit away from beating him. He beat me. I was up the whole rest of the night, just seething with rage. You know what I mean? Just so pissed. I couldn't let it go. So I just stopped playing online. I don't do online. It's just too stressful for me. You know? I don't.
I kind of missed out on all that stuff.
Call of Duty online. I don't do any of that. Even I can do Grand Theft Auto, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Because it's more like doing missions. But all the stuff where you're playing other people online and that kind of stress, I can't. I have a hard enough sleeping as it is. But guys, hold on. Laughing Man, thanks for the $2. I appreciate the super chats, guys. Thanks for all the super chats, guys. Hit the like button on the way in.
Seriously, garlic croutons, dude.
And then Iron Mike Dyson says, "Great topic. Men being up in front." Not hiding fear. Yeah, guys. This is the types of conversations that I'm going to have more and more over here because I think this is really helpful. And it actually shows, guys, honestly, you know, I think that the Greg Adams, Andrew Wilson thing really, really did it discounts the brotherhood or the community that the red pill creates. It discounts the people who are anti-red pill or who diminish the red pill have no clue what we do for each other, what we offer each other as far as advice, as far as hope, as far as helping each other cope. You know what I'm saying? Because guys, we care a lot more than a lot of these churches and pastors and all these goofballs do. But thanks, Iron Mike. I appreciate the $10, man.
You are scaring the hoes.
And we also don't hold our advice and our camaraderie hostage with some type of religious book or dogma. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to friggin' prostrate yourself before us and claim that you're some type of thing. All you gotta say is your red pill. Head over here. We'll take you, right?
I just want to say one thing that was in regard to Rajah's point. A lot of those modern games and even some of social media is designed to be addictive.
Yes.
So what is experience? What is experience points in a game? What is updating abilities? Those give you a little bit of dopamine at a certain time to get you hooked, and that's a real thing. They even said that Facebook.
I would say that the modern stuff were literally like, how, like I said, guys, I've been watching a lot of the gambling stuff, and they tell you how they've made these slot machines and all these things literally like visually and sensory, like sensor wise addictive.
It's a science. Right? It's literally a science.
Games in the 80s, 90s, or whatever, 2000s they were more for like you do your 40 hours fine. But now with the loot boxes, the microtransactions, all this other stuff where, okay, they used to make a game where they just sell it, you buy it, that's it. But now, when you have to have an online connection and they want
It's a subscription
sell it.
service.
It gets it gets you hooked.
Yeah,
you sell it and they sell it to you, and then they got you. That's how the new games are. So,
And it gives you little prizes the more you play it.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, if I put in another 20 hours, I'll get this other crate thing that's got like a camo on like a
they
knife.
build it so it's like an achievement in your mind more than it kind of should be in a way. Like you do actually put in some time and effort. So is it really an achievement? Yeah, sort of, but not as much as your brain will like reward it. So like that really messes with a lot of people. Like that's the gateway to a lot of addiction.
I'll show you the one guy that covers gambling addiction later on the stream, and there's multiple guys that are like 22, 23, 24-year-old gambling addicts, and they first got hooked, like Anonymous said, those loot crates and like Call of Duty and stuff.
That happened literally to my brother, and he lost
gambling.
He made a ton of money, but he didn't tell anyone, and he was playing video games, and then he started just doing more gambling.
Yeah,
and like I'll just leave it at that. But it happened to my brother, and it came from the video game realm, if you will. I guess.
Yep.
That plants
guys,
the seed.
Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, guys. Hit the super chat button, hit the join button. Guys, we will be live Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That'll be the Veterans Day special, guys. All you vets, call in. Talk about your stories, guys. Any stories you want, funny ones or whatever. And also, guys, give advice to some of the younger guys that are thinking about either joining the military, staying in the military, etc. So that'll be on. And guys, tomorrow, because I'm gonna go live, a daytime live. I want as many people because I found the most black fatigue story I've ever heard, guys. It's by Police Insider. If you guys follow him, his newest video, guys, this nug goes to Home Depot where his mom and his baby mama works, goes up to the ex-girlfriend and takes her out. Then he takes off, right? They catch the guy, and of course they show his interview, and he's, of course, you could tell he's raised by a single mom. He's crying or whatever, doing all stuff. And then it turns out that his crazy mom, his bully of a B-dub single mom, was the one at work texting him and being like, if you don't come and kill this bitch, you're a pussy. She said that.
She was goating him.
Yes, God. Guys. There's so many twists and turns in the story, guys. Guys, if you want to have, it's gonna be like, I'm gonna call this everything wrong with the black community. It's everything wrong with the black community in a 54-minute video, guys. So that'll be tomorrow at like 4:30-ish. So, all right. Jeff says he got his wisdom teeth pulled, and he got a Vicodin script. He threw it away.
Yeah, that's what they did for me. Yeah.
Tim Hicks says he got 10 oxys after his surgery. He took one the first night, felt weird, tossed it. Yeah.
Well, I just want to say this. About those people that are saying that, I want you to kind of put yourself in my shoes. When I got shot, I bled out in combat. Lord only knows how they restarted my heart or what they used blood expander when I was in the field or whatnot. But I woke up in Germany 30 days, maybe 35 days after I got shot. They had me in a chemically induced coma, and I had that stuff being pumped, mainlined into my body along with many other drugs. I was very dependent very, very quickly. I didn't go over to Iraq with any kind of substance abuse issues, but I did come back from one with them. And
was your homeostasis, which you didn't get a choice in selecting that.
Right. Yeah. It wasn't like, that it was like something that I did on the weekends and it got out of control. It was literally I woke up with this stuff being pumped into me, and it continued to get pumped into me intravenously until I was taken off of what is essentially like an iron lung, an intravenous breathing device. But
I think that's a big difference. That's a big difference between getting a toothache.
Yeah.
Someone who's been
guys,
horrendously injured.
Can we pump the brakes? Guys, there are people who choose to do drugs from the jump.
Yes.
I can't, guys. Not everyone's. Now I can say that with the opioids, there are people there. I honestly, there was a sharp increase in people who, unless if they hadn't have, rolled their ankle, blew their knee out, hurt their shoulder, or whatever, they wouldn't be addicts. It is the doctors and the pharmaceuticals who got them hooked. Now, once again, once they're that doesn't mean that they're absolved of all responsibility. Yeah. Fine. But in that case, they're not at fault. Matthew was shot, right? He didn't ask for this. But guys, we have to admit that there are people, because guys, we all went to house parties and stuff, right? There was people passing, hey, try these, bro. What are they? Oh, Percocets. What did they do? Well, they mess you up. All right. You know what I mean? Or they have what's it called? Skittles parties, where everyone would go to their parents' medicine cabinets and grab all the opioids and all the pills and throw them all in a dish, and then everyone they would just grab them at the party and just start taking them, right? Yeah. People who go to those, I'm sorry, but you're just playing with fire. Like you're asking for it.
It's a great recipe for liver damage.
Yeah,
but people do have an innate want to experiment, or I did.
Escape. Yeah,
I wanted to see what some drugs did, to be honest with you, because they like, for example, for me, like they would tell you, like they would scare you so bad into it. Then the first time you smoke weed, you're like, wait a minute, this isn't really like that bad, but actually it is kind of bad. But you like, people always, or I'm speaking for myself, but like I kind of wanted to see how the mind works, so I did take psychedelic drugs and stuff, to be honest, because I thought that was like a gateway to religion and stuff, and in some ways for me it was like a little bit. I'm not advocating doing that, but I'm saying man that's part of being an adventurer. They want to try that, and people like, there's a little bit of courage involved into it, so you feel like you like social status, you kind of get some social status, like, oh, that was crazy, so you get some like social status from it. Is it
Snowboard, you
affect people?
You cut out, buddy. Say that again?
Yeah, say it again, yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure how much cut out, but what I was trying to say is that people do want to experiment with things. So for me, I thought that psychedelic drugs and stuff, I wanted to see how the mind works more, and I would screw around with that, and I thought that was kind of a gateway to religion and stuff to a degree. And for me, it kind of was actually a tad, but I'm not advocating someone else do that. I'm just saying men have a need to want to look in places they're not supposed to, because it makes it intriguing.
But, yeah, I agree.
You want to look into the abyss.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though, is
but that's seeking. I guess that's not.
If you look into the abyss, you don't blink. There are some of those where some of us, like I said, we can have a drink, we can gamble once or twice, we can do things, and some people can't, right? But here's the thing, guys, we haven't talked about, but well, yeah, we have. I think a lot of reasons why a lot of younger people might be hooked on opioids or hooked on other things is because their moms, especially these single moms, were doing drugs while they were pregnant. You know what I'm saying? They were vaping or smoking or doing meth or doing Xanax.
Yeah, I
Well, and
wouldn't
when
say
Nub
that
Nub
they're
comes over,
doing
they
it.
let it all go and do it right in front of the kid, so the kid thinks it's kind of cool or
But
acceptable.
but if you were born like addicted to something, right? Because you have babies born addicted to opioids all the time, and then they're like in withdrawals when they're like 2 weeks old, right?
Yeah.
You don't think that there's something in their brain from when they're young that kind of makes them predisposed?
For sure.
They can tell. They can tell that, but I think it's more the way society has evolved. As you mentioned earlier, all these women are on Xanax.
Yeah.
All these other prescription drugs
Prozac,
that therapists hand out like candy. And the other issue is we've evolved as a society of, oh, I have a owie, I need a pill.
Yeah.
Versus, you know, like when I was in the Navy, I had to have what was called a retroperitoneal lymph node dissection. Long story short, I was gutted like a fish, and I spent all day on the operating table.
So in other words,
a follow up. It was
nothing about that sounds fun at all, dude.
No, it wasn't. So I spent, I think it was 8 hours or 9 hours on the operating table.
Damn.
They were trying to. They wanted to make a determination. They wanted to make a determination that a cancerous tumor that they found hadn't spread anywhere in my body. And when I got out, I was in the ICU, and man, I was pumped so full of morphine. I didn't like it because I couldn't open my eyes and focus. I kept getting dizzy. And
they're playing hide and seek with cancer in your body.
Pardon?
They're just like looking for it. They're just playing hide and seek.
Yeah, they were trying. They had to check all the. They had to check the lymphatic system. It was,
which is a big system.
Yeah.
Anyway,
wow.
So 2 days in the ICU, and then I get transferred back up to my room, and you know the pain is just absolutely unbearable because I'm stapled together from the sternum all the way down to the pubic bone, and you know it's just like it's undescribable pain. And they've got me hooked up to a morphine drip, and that's a little bit better. And another couple of days, and finally I just told the doc, I said, just get rid of this thing. And he said, are you sure? And I said, just get rid of it. Well, are you still in pain? I said, yes, but I'm fighting it up here. And I tapped on my temple because I got to the point where I could anticipate when the next twinge of pain was going to come. And I said, just get this damn thing off of me, because I had all kinds of equipment bolted up to me. The nurses were freaking out, but I'm not trying to play John Wayne or Johnny Badass. It just got to the point where I realized I had to get off of that morphine because it really wasn't doing me any good. And I just fought it mentally. And that's really the best way to do it. But
that's
people today, you know, I had a tooth replaced a few years back, and the doc gave me something, I can't remember what it was, made me sicker than a dog. I threw the rest of it in the trash, and I can't take any Percocet, Percodan, anything like that. Crap makes me sick to my stomach, and I have a high tolerance for pain now. It's just, I just deal with it.
Korg, the first taste is always free, man.
Yeah, guys.
No, yeah, exactly.
All these doctors, man, they're all scumbags.
Of mine that I used to know, she was like East German AF, right? Like
she loves pain.
Yeah, her name is guys, her name was Zelka. Meine Name ist Zelka, yeah, right? So she was talking about the opioids. She's like, and I don't understand why these Americans take these pain pills. She said, I had one C-section and all I took was Tylenol. Like, wait, what? She's like, they gave me one pain pills and I threw them away.
Yeah.
That's not the most German thing you've ever heard.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't give a damn. I just took a Tylenol after having my insides sliced open to have a baby, and I don't give a damn.
Yeah. Long story short, the kid has heavy autism.
But yeah, guys. So these are the top addictions
To be
for
fair though, AJ,
men.
I've got to say, like with I did notice this when I came to Canada because like people think the healthcare over here is free, and it is not. I don't care what anyone says. You have to pay for stuff.
and
It's
it's
very
trash.
similar to the US one, but it's just a bit cheaper. Like in the UK, I noticed there's not this like push from the doctors to give you these things because they're not getting backhanders.
Yeah.
Because they're getting wages, right? They're just
Yeah.
I think
there's
it's
an
all
incentive from the company.
there's an incentive
Well,
exactly.
If it's not direct payment, it's fancy dinners. Even maybe a 304
Yes.
comes in
Yeah,
there.
but
You get a
Canadian
golf
doctors
membership or something. There's a whole
NHS
bunch of stuff.
doctors get a salary, right?
Yeah.
And they just do hours. Canadian
I think
doctors,
they do. I think in Canada, I did talk to a doctor friend I knew, and he said they can. I think some companies do.
They
give
can, but the
incentives,
majority
but they don't.
get paid per procedure.
Yeah.
And that's why Canada's healthcare system is currently cooked. It's because
Yeah.
the majority of Canadian doctors only work part-time. So they're cooked. That's why it takes a year and a half to see a doctor. What's that island that's over there on the East Coast?
Oh, Prince George?
Yeah.
Nova Scotia.
No.
There's
not Newfoundland.
Newfoundland and Prince George is the two.
The Prince George, I think the other one was like a two.
Prince Edward Island or something.
Yeah,
it's Edward.
Prince Edward George.
Oh, sorry, Prince George. Sorry, that's a city in Alberta. Sorry, yeah.
But it's a 2-year wait to see a doctor.
Yeah,
2 years.
Oh,
but it's better than American healthcare, please.
They offer, yeah.
You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
And if
I'm
they're
not
waiting
trying to
on
say-
medical care, do you think they're not getting high now and then, or doing something else to cope
Yeah.
with
True.
pain,
That's true.
physically or mental? They're
I've
gonna
never seen
do a crutch.
I've
Everyone
never
does.
seen so much weed in my life than in Canada.
Yeah.
It's
true.
crazy, dude. The smell
Yeah.
is everywhere.
Yeah. Here, you know what? That's one of the worst things about them having legalized weed in like areas. I hate the smell of weed. I don't smoke weed.
gross.
That's honestly like it gives me bad headaches. I don't. If you want to do it, fine. Like, hey, it is what it is. I never have, but I'm from Washington State where everyone did it. You know what I'm saying? But guys, I just don't like being out and just smelling it, or like some dumbass will be hot boxing his car and then like outside the
Yeah.
gym, they go like, what are you getting high before you go to the gym?
Well, they're
It's so
doing it at
weird.
work. They're doing it on their
Yeah.
break.
I don't understand.
Oh, yeah.
Driving around.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
why are you driving around? Yeah.
Guys, so top addictions: nicotine, alcohol, and then marijuana, and then opioids, cocaine, meth, and guys, meth is
Meth is the
making
worst.
a comeback. Guys, meth. Yeah, I would actually say, okay.
I would say meth is higher than blow.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I would put meth and opioids as number 1 and 2. It's kind of interchangeably. I'll tell you why.
They're each an upper stimulant, pretty much.
No. Opioids are
They're a
Oh, I
painkiller.
thought you
They're
said
a downer.
number
Yeah.
5 and 6. My bad. But part of the reason that people like methamphetamine is why, because they started taking Adderall when they're like 7 years old.
yeah.
They wanna up it up.
Yeah. And meth
Serious.
is cheap.
They're like
When meth
literally
is cheap-
7 years old, and
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
Yeah,
meth
meth
is
is
if you
cheap
look
and
at
it gets
the
you
chemical
high for a
breakdown
long
of it, they're
time.
basically the
Yes.
same thing. And some
Yeah.
so they abuse that a lot.
Yeah.
And it's accepted abuse in the Western world. They're like, "Oh, I'm a tech guy, so I'm going to stay up for like 18 hours
or
to work on this
here
project."
I'm trying to get a perfect score on the SAT, or I'm trying to graduate top of my class, so it's cool.
But I've been a drunken
that I'm
304 getting a train on.
No, but they're snorting lines of Adderall.
Yeah.
Guys, here's the thing. If you go to these, I just watched a thing on that one STEM school shooting in 2019, whatever. And guys, it was at this STEM charter school where everyone majors in science, technology, engineering, math. They said Adderall abuse was rampant at that school, rampant
Yep.
because of the oh, I gotta stay up, I have to compete, I have to compete, I have to compete, right? So it's kind of this like accepted thing that all these kids are on Adderall, even in college. That's you see kids that are mathematics majors, engineering majors, right? And they're just doing lines and lines of Adderall. It's crazy. I knew a guy where he had when he was diagnosed with ADHD because he was a young boy, of course, but he would sell his Adderall and make tons of money in college.
Yeah.
He didn't even take it. He didn't even need it anymore. The only reason why he kept getting it filled was so he can go back to college and sell it all. Hold on. Evil makes a good point. He says now beer companies are complaining that Gen Z are consuming alcohol like well, they aren't drinking beer and wine. They're drinking liquor and seltzers. You know what I'm saying? But beer and wine is a Gen Z, is a Gen X millennial boomer thing. But Gen Z and even
it's a generational divide.
Yeah. Young millennials are not. And guys, vaping also has taken over. Hookah, and then weed too.
There's one other thing is the whippets.
Oh yeah,
the galaxy gas stuff.
Yeah,
people go nuts for that.
Yeah, it's true. So I would say that opioids are probably the worst because you die from opioids faster than anything else. You overdose, you die. More opioid addicts.
Go ahead.
Then die than meth addicts. You can be a meth addict for years and years and years. That's how you see these people that started meth when they're 20, and by the time that they're 30, they look like they're 85 or
like
75.
They're like the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah, they have no teeth. They're all tore up, and you're like, how old are you? I'm 31. Like, oh Jesus, you know what I'm saying?
We got that meth mouth.
Yeah.
No joke. Like that's 100% true.
But
I got a mouth in their internal organs as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guys,
they all look British.
Yeah, they do. Except they have a trucking company. Like
yeah.
Hey,
there was a guy who
this all put in work, guys.
I was gonna say there was a guy we hired and he was a meth addict and we didn't know about it for like 2 months.
Wow.
And until we found him in the yard passed out.
Time? Yeah.
A lot of girls do meth, especially when they're trying to get in these Ivy League schools. A lot of dudes that are zesty, because remember, meth was like huge in the zesty community. You know what I'm saying? These zesty dudes friggin' take meth and plow each other in the butt for days at a time. Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't really know that.
Yeah, that was like the drug in
the late 80s, early 90s, the late 80s, all the way to like the 2000s. It still is. There's a lot of zesty dudes who still do meth.
Well, I think some women might do it to like lose the weight a little bit too.
Yes.
You can like drink as much as you want, eat a cheeseburger and stuff, and still kind of stay the same.
Because alcohol is one of the most physically taxing of these drugs, though, right?
Yep.
Like, if a person is on meth or coke or opioids for 10, 15 years versus being an alcoholic for 15 years, you'll see the difference. Like, alcohol tears you up worse. And plus, alcohol is the only drug that you can die from withdrawals.
Yep.
A withdrawal
alcohol
and benzodiazepines.
Alcohol and benzodiazepines. Those are the only two that will literally kill you if you become completely dependent on them and then all of a sudden stop.
Yeah. Yep.
We had a problem. So I was going to say we had a problem in Vancouver where the bombs were going around. They were stealing the soap dispensers, and they were drinking alcohol
to get drunk. Yeah.
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 But they didn't realize.
Did you have? Well, I was going to say when I was in the Navy, they had to ban Scope mouthwash from the base exchanges, and also they couldn't
Damn.
carry it on board ship because, back then in the 80s, Scope had a high alcohol content.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
Guys,
god.
Nice.
there's an
And
It's like
let
a
me tell
Dr.
you something.
McGillicuddy's.
Right. When a ship deploys, you've got about 10 days, and then you find out real quick who the alcoholics are
Yeah.
Man.
because
Yeah, my
they
friend was
turn
on
into
a-
raging assholes.
My friend was on the USN Mercy. He was on a medical ship.
The hospital
And,
ship.
Guys, once again, dude, if you want to get nay, get on a hospital ship. Dude, there's hardly any dudes in there, and there's nothing but chicks. And they want to get down, dude.
And they're nurses. So they're already
Dude, he said it was crazy, man. But like, yo,
Desert Island.
but you see all these chicks. He said he would see all these nurses and all them where they would run out of their prescriptions, or they would run out of the drugs that they managed to smuggle on board, or they were alcoholics and they're just wigging the fuck out, dude. He said that 10 days, 10 to what? Well, he said like 2 weeks, but 2 weeks, and it's
2
just
weeks.
hell on board. It's crazy, man. It's absolutely insane.
Now,
So,
now imagine being deployed in the Indian Ocean for almost 90 days straight.
damn.
You're cooked. Yeah, you don't even have the option of stealing it or anything. You're cooked.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it takes them, so they'll be about 10 to 12 days from the last port visit where they really start raging. Then they rage for about a week and a half, and then it's like they just hit a wall, and then they slump, and then they're on edge, but they're not as raging as they used to be until you finally hit that next port. And then when they hit that next port, they are just blackout drunk within 3 hours of hitting the beach.
So I've got a question, right? When you're in the Navy, is there not like an onboard like recreational area? When you're in the Navy,
They don't
like
have
maybe
a
you
bar
can go
at sea.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. If
Yeah,
there's,
we're
like-
not. So
Yeah,
the U.S. Navy used to be good in that there was alcohol, a daily alcohol ration. But in World War I, we had some stupid teetotaler get promoted to admiral, and he put an end to that. So unlike the Aussies and the Brits and the French, we're not allowed to have alcohol out on deployment.
because I'm pretty
That's
sure
called
we're
the
allowed
Winston
beer.
Churchill clause.
Look at that,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Guys, look. Jeff says that his brother-in-law was a bad alcoholic, and he came to visit, and he would drink the mouthwash. Guys, there's an episode that's here. We'll do after hours tonight. And guys, I found the episode of the chick of Intervention where she drinks mouthwash, and then she's passed out in the front yard, clutching a bottle of mouthwash. And then there's another one, guys, where the guy goes to the hospital. So he goes to the hospital for alcohol-related injuries, and then he takes a cup, and the foam hand sanitizer just in the cup, and he's drinking that, And then there's the other one where the guy buys the desktop mouthwash. Not mouthwash, hand sanitizer. He drinks first. He puts Sprite in it, and then after he gets drunk enough, he goes and just slurps it right out of the thing. As we'll have an intervention watch party tonight.
That's awesome.
I had a girl that I went to treatment with. She would drink vanilla extract.
You
want to talk about a professional alcoholic?
Brutal.
That's a professional alcoholic.
Dude, that's a black belt in alcoholism right there.
Yes, that's a world-class drinker right there.
Matt, did you ever see the 150-304s we did on the woman who was a nurse? She got hired, and her first day, she showed up having drank an entire thing of vanilla extract. It was like, and they had to call the cops. She had a blood alcohol of 0.43.
Jesus.
And the cop is like,
crazy.
Sarge, Sarge, is this real? It's like, holy crap, I've never seen this before. You guys remember that, right? Yeah. You guys,
you talk about having a new high score.
Seriously.
At least mix it with some chocolate milk or something.
Guys, put in the chat What was the highest blood alcohol we've seen? I think there was that chick who was 0.43, and then the next day we saw one who was 0.41. Because there was a video that one of the people just dropped. It was a guy, and he was 0.5.
Yeah.
No
Holy
BS.
cow.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and find it because he was 0.5.
How was he not
That's The
passed
Walking
out?
Dead.
I don't know.
Probably a
I do
Russian.
not know how he
It's,
was still alive. On,
It has to
man,
do with when you're repeatedly engaging in that behavior. It has to, like, your brain
is.
at that point goes
Here it
into
is.
autopilot.
Was he
Oh,
Irish or
It's
Welsh?
Irish. Yeah, I was about to say.
I was gonna get
No. Or number three.
Maybe.
Number three, was he Russian?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would say Russian. That's what my money was on.
Here, guys, look.
Yeah,
Here we go. Look at
because
this.
those Russian guys can put it away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they can
put it
drink.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, here, let's take a. I know that we're being serious. We can take a break here.
Let's watch
do.
some.
Here we go, guys. And guys, once again, guys, we don't judge over here. All of us guys have simped in the past. All of us guys have had issues. Guys, once you are red pill, you get our support. Until proven otherwise, that you're someone who does. Guys, once again, if you have a problem, or if you're on your way to a problem, guys, there's guys like Matt, myself, Core, guys, just send us a message. You know what I'm saying? Guys, always, never, you can always reach out. Guys, this is my channel, but this is our community, right? Guys, hit me up in Discord. Anyone that ever wants to talk, or email me. Seriously, guys, you know?
Me as well.
Guys,
Crosses to bear, man.
Yeah,
Like,
you guys, you aren't alone. You aren't out there by yourself. And especially these guys who are in these marriages just being destroyed mentally and emotionally by some friggin' demon. Guys, you're not alone. You are not alone, guys. My
Hey,
brother,
can I throw something else out there?
Of course.
So some of you guys have seen recently, I've been throwing some stuff in the relationships and in the Discord that deal with narcissism, because a lot of people confuse narcissism as somebody who just wants a lot of attention. Narcissists are absolute evil. And I've mentioned this before, and with AJ, that my ex, I was fairly certain she had BPD. And the woman I dated after I got divorced just so happened to have a bachelor's in psychology. And I made mention of it to her because somebody else said, yeah, I think your ex-wife had BPD. And so I said to her, she said, well, let me grab my DSM and let's take a look. And, we looked it up, and holy crap, she matches a lot of that criteria.
Yeah.
But YouTube sent me down the narcissist pathway. And the more I started watching those videos, she had a combination of both. And so, if you know somebody who's got a wife or a girlfriend that displays some of these traits, I'll definitely be one of those that, as AJ says, you can reach out. And if somebody had pulled the wool back from my eyes, it would have made life a lot easier, because it is no joke. Trying to detox from having been under narcissistic abuse is really tough.
Yeah.
Because you have been so gaslit. You literally have.
They weaponize your goodness and your selflessness.
And your back. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And they make you out to be the bad person.
Yeah. Just
honestly,
like Tony Soprano's
this is why
mom
you need
on
good guy friends looking out for you.
Yeah.
And it's the fact that anyone that has BPT always goes into DP when they're done. Because it's for each personality simultaneously.
Yeah. Guys,
it's just one for each.
My brother knows this guy who's, he makes like 140K. His wife makes 40, but she just she's already filed for divorce, but he's trying to prove himself to her so she'll stay. He pays all the bills. She has some stupid psych degree crap, and he's like, I gotta stay for my kids. My brother's like, you don't think that your kids notice that she's abusing you, dude? Like, you don't think that the kids are not stupid. They
Kids are
see how
smart.
bad.
They're like a
Huh?
sponge. They see everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AJ, when you just said, "Oh, she has a psych degree," you know what I just heard? I heard that she just has debt. That's
You
what I
know,
heard.
you know
I
what
heard
psych degree means, right?
You tell her she's
Yeah.
a goddamn fool.
That's what that means.
Yeah,
You know?
but she has glasses on, like librarian glasses. That's about it.
Yeah. Guys,
She's the
Jay
smartest
Doom
person
says
in the room, guys.
Jay Doom says his wife just divorced him after 25 years, right? You know, that's crazy, dude. Hey, man, you know what, Jay Doom, it's probably for the best, dude. I know that this might not, guys. My parents were married for 37 years and got divorced. You know what I'm saying? And my dad, once again, he was going to start his own practice, and my mom, who's negative Nancy their entire marriage, and my dad would probably been he's successful, yes, but there's always times where it involved taking risks, and she was always he's like, you know what, to hell with this.
You know what? I always think of the Shawshank Redemption. You know, you have to go through a tunnel of shit to get out the other side.
Yeah,
that's what you've done. You're out the other side now.
Yep.
Off
And
to Mexico.
behind every shady deal, there was Andy. Right?
What kind of doctor is your old man?
What's that?
What kind of doctor is your dad?
He does the cochlear implants.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So he says, I paid for my ex to go to nursing school. When she graduated,
Oh,
she,
my
she,
God.
she,
Well, yeah,
you know what
she
though?
got into the hospital,
Formula.
she came into
Yeah,
a
because
war.
now she can go to the hospital and let
get with
Dr. Chad
AJ's dad. Yeah.
is friggin', you know what I mean? Surgeon Tyrone. Hey, even friggin' Sir Dr.
Wong.
Dr. Nug 11. Shoot up.
I've even heard of nurses and doctors getting screwed by their patients.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All the time.
Well, yeah, you
hold
have
on,
people who don't pay their bill.
wait. Hold on. Jay Doom, here's the thing. You were a simp, but you are no longer, right?
Yeah.
And that's the only important part. You are free, and now you don't have to listen. You guys remember that scene where on American Beauty, where she pulls up to the drive-thru with her little lover, and Kevin Spacey's in the drive-thru, and he's like, "Thank you for choosing Smileys." No, you don't get to tell me what to do anymore. You know what I'm saying? That's you, bro. Welcome to the rest of your life, man. I'm telling you, dudes. Like, once you see, like here, Jay Doom, this is for you, pal. I've told this story once before. A friend of mine, he's been with his wife for 15 years, right? And I know he listens to this channel. I'm not going to get too personal, but he's a PhD, you know, makes $250,000. You know, he's in shape, you know, attractive dude, pause. You know what I'm saying? And he did everything he was supposed to do, but his wife won't give him kids.
Oh.
Won't give him kids. He's one of a group of like 20 guys that he knows that have done everything that they're supposed to do. And their wives have decided that they're going to be strong and independent, blah, blah, and not have kids. They've been arguing since their fourth wedding anniversary. And now for like the last 5 years, he's been trying to get her to see the light. She didn't think that he would leave. And then, guys, he filed papers and dropped the hammer.
Good.
Yep.
Get rid of that freaking ball and chain, man.
And guys, here's the thing. This is the thing about Matt, Corey, Snowboard, Anonymous, J Doom, Keyshawn. Us good guys, we always look at what we did first. That's a strength and it's a weakness. What is my fault in this? Right? But you can't keep saying that this is all your fault to the point to where you just cook yourself. I told him, I was like, why is it that Jorge can swim across the Rio Grande, right? Work and stand in front of Home Depot and do day labor and then collect cans on the weekend, and he can get a submissive wife
7
and 2 kids.
Yeah.
But
You forgot collect EBT, by the way.
yeah, but my friend who's is in the top 2% of education, top 3% of earners, he can't get that outcome. I told him, what you're asking for is not crazy. It's not a crazy ask.
The people you want actually reproducing, who are not going to be a burden
Yes.
on the system, they're the ones who are denied.
Thank you.
What
That's
is
true.
this?
Yes. And guys, once again, he has a whole group of friends that are all, successful guys that are in the same boat. I know a guy, he's one of the most successful guys I know. Makes half $500,000 a year. Had to basically, beg his wife to have a kid. He wants a large family. He wants 5 or 6 kids.
Yeah.
But he'll only get one. Now, my first friend, he'll probably meet another a woman that he can have kids with, because that's his goal. He wants to be a father. And that's the thing that the trad cons and these knuckleheads don't understand. You can't force women to do anything.
No.
You can't. You can't. So what he needs to do, I told him, passports, he needs to import one, or maybe he needs to go to like rural Iowa or something where there's like these Susie Q's in these small towns. That's maybe. But other than that,
go and rescue someone.
Yeah. So, but
well, but also too, he said he was married 25 years ago. Like that was the peak of being steeped in simping, and we did like a lot of what we're finding out is kind of new. It's not like we're not claiming to like know this our whole life.
No,
so don't like
look at that.
Get down on yourself about that.
Yeah, this is the only time in history where
it's a collective that noticed it.
Has to protect and provide, but then let her think she's independent while she's in a marriage. In a marriage in a relationship, you are supposed to be interdependent. See, women there's a false dichotomy: codependent or independent. No, there's interdependent. That's how it works.
Yes.
Who was saying something?
Sorry, I
was going to say
what I wanted to say about like what makes it work with my wife Ratana is that a big part of how she defines herself and how she sees herself in this world is with children, and as a function of a woman who is going to have and raise children. That is how she defines herself.
There you go.
And it's like that's also, when I sat back and thought about it, that's like a lot of men, they don't think about it, but really when we think about like the values that we hold up and that we encourage in other men, it's all of those same values that make us fathers. Good fathers, good examples. And this is like what it means to be a normal person is to put yourself not necessarily like first, but to put yourself in a context of that this is a normal life cycle. Is to have children and to place yourself in the context of that. These people that you're talking about that are having problem with these women, it's because these women like resent that. They look down upon that. They hate it.
Brainwashed. They think it's slavery. Yeah.
Yes, and birth control, and not that I'm speaking out against birth control, but it started with birth control, and it's been refined with feminism and abortion. That these women come to resent what they're biologically supposed to predestined to do.
Yes. And what will naturally make them happy. Because, guys, I've established this over the last couple of weeks where I asked all you guys, once again, if you could get an embryo from a birth, from a fertility clinic and then pay $1,500 and rent a artificial womb, would you be a father? If you could just raise a kid on your own without these modern chicks trying to transition your son, would you do it? And guys, the majority of you guys said yes.
Unanimous.
Most of us. That's what I was telling that panel that I was on the other day. Guys, red pill, I'm sorry to say it, guys, is actually against our nature. Because we are naturally selfless. But so it's crazy that our reaction to walking away, MGTOW, black pill, not marrying, not having kids, it's actually against our nature. But that's how bad things have got. Because men still want to get married.
Mechanism.
Yes, men still want to have kids to the point to where they're like Matt, where they're getting a woman from overseas. There are guys that are moving out of the United States to get married. That means you have to really want to get married. Most men want kids. Most men want to get married, but we're looking at the product. If I want a car and the only dealership in my town sells a freaking 89, 90 Ford Tempos, I'm not gonna buy. I'm not. I'd rather ride my bike. You know what I'm saying? But this whole thing where our real man's gonna buy that Tempo and keep fixing it up, even though it costs you money, whatever. What I'm saying, guys, is that you guys, you have to do what's best for you. This is the only time where selfish is good, because when you focus on your wants, needs, and desires, usually what men want to do involves making themselves the best version of themselves mentally, emotionally, spiritually, monetarily, so that we can be as useful to the people we choose to interact with as possible, right? Friends, family, guys, we're able to, be there for our friends and family. Because if you're useless, what's the point, right? But the issue is now we don't feel obligated to just pack mule and just put up with all this crap. So, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button.
And going along with this, I was going to say, and going along with this, it actually stops you. Sorry, not going along with this stops you from being someone who's addicted to opioids, to alcohol, to whatever your vice is.
That's true. Yeah,
it stops you doing it.
Yeah, but a lot of guys. Think about it, guys. Why did a lot of boomer dudes and stuff drink? It's because they had a dream when they were like 19, 20 to make a sportscaster or make it to Major League Baseball, and then their freaking 304 wife goes, "Oh, I'm late, I'm pregnant," and then he said, "I'll do the right thing," and then worked a job that was soul crushing for 35 years. And
I'll go be a shoe salesman.
Yeah, was come home, Why, guys? Why do you think that guys would stop by the Knights of Columbus or the Legion or the Lodge on the way home? Do you think that pit stop was to deal with a home life that was awesome, or do you think it was a way to deal with a home life that was shit? You know what I'm saying?
My aunt, she moved to America to live. His name was Bob. Like the most American name ever, Bob. Yeah. And he worked at the Ford factory. He was a very smart guy. He actually started his own business and did it in like bolts and stuff like that. Like he made like small parts. And she remembered she was sitting in a Ford Galaxy. This is like 1965, and she told me she saw these guys walk out of the factory. And she said they looked like ghosts when they walked out with their paycheck to give their paycheck over to their wife, with all the kids in the cut, everyone sitting, waiting for that paycheck. And everyone went and handed it over to their wives. That's the trust they had back in the day, in the 1960s, where the guy would go through this drudgery and hand over his wages that he'd spent selling his soul to his wife.
Yeah.
They do what you need to do with it. It's crazy.
Hey, man.
I would never trust anyone like that now. Ever. I don't know if you guys have had that experience where you've handed over money and just been screwed over.
Yeah. J Doom says he had twins. The courts gave her 70.
Yeah. So
35%.
What J Doom needs to do is he needs to go back through and listen to last night's show.
Yeah.
Things are going to be okay, and dude, just get yourself some popcorn, sit back, and wait.
Yeah,
because it's going to take less than a year, and she's going to be whining, and she's going to be complaining.
Come on back. Yeah.
Don't capitulate. and just remind her you wanted this, and you just happily go on your way.
You're gonna get the phone call, and you're gonna answer.
Oh, she's gonna call you
She's
to
gonna
help
say,
out for things at the house.
Guys.
You think I'm drunk, but that's not it. I just have mental health issues.
No, that's the wrong one.
You were gonna say the one where she's being stupid.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to tell you that I have mental health issues. I'm extremely distraught. I feel like my whole life is ending.
Okay, here we go, guys. Back to the topic here, but guys, this guy, he has a 0.51 blood alcohol.
What's going on?
Just that white shirt. He's just like threatening to throw a bottle at the pharmacist right now. What's up?
Hey, put that shit down. Put it down. Put it down.
Yes.
Put it down.
Let's go.
Put it down.
Let's go.
Oh!
Put it down.
Surprised he didn't burst into flames.
He just tanked it. He just tanked it,
Nice.
guys.
He just tanked it, man.
Get me for nothing.
Put it.
Dude, I get nothing
Put it down.
to you.
Put it down.
Hit me for what?
Put it down.
Holy
Damn.
crap.
He took it well, though.
Dude,
Look at
Oh,
that.
man.
we need to make him the mascot.
Look at that, guys.
This guy
That's
is my
nothing.
spirit animal.
And he just went through, he went, like freaking Goku.
You got to be. Hey, I'm already down. Oh, I'm down. I'm on grass. I'm down.
This guy is awesome.
Dude,
Hey, AJ, what's his power level?
Dude, dude.
Yeah.
I think it's probably 9.
Here you go. Guys, and this is in Las Cruces. So, guys, that's where
Damn.
Bianca lives. That's where this guy lives.
Is that
Guys,
New Mexico?
Just stay away from Las Cruces,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, thank you, David.
Yeah, I figure it's on my way home.
Oh, with that, I'm opening a liquor store there.
Yeah. Be a millionaire.
Yeah.
Cam, just look ahead. Just ahead.
Post that in the Discord. I gotta send that to a buddy of mine.
Dude, I had nothing.
You guys remember on the X-Men video game, nothing can hurt the Blob.
Yeah.
Yeah, he took that like a champ.
I
That
thought
was
he
awesome.
tanked that, man. That's crazy.
guys, in the
He
last
took that like
in
a
the-
B-dub.
Yeah.
Snowboard, you beat me to it, guys. In the video that I'm gonna show you tomorrow, where Nug blasts up the Home Depot, guys. There's a B-dub who's talking on her phone like get ass, who's just a person there. She got shot in the back and just doesn't even realize it. She's like, ma'am, huh? What? Dead ass. And like, ma'am, you have a bullet in your back. Really? That she just tanked the bullet in her back.
Well, she's
Guys,
getting in the back door, so.
We have seen
Yeah, talk about
B-dubs.
taking back shots.
Yeah,
Dude,
Heyo!
Not
Oh
again.
no! But guys, we've seen B-dubs get hit by cars and just tank it. We've seen B-dubs get tased, tank it. We've seen B-dubs drop out of 3-story windows and take it. Guys, B-dubs are just built from a different cloth, man. Maybe they're just born with adamantium skeletons or something.
when
I
they
don't
get
know.
mad, they can't feel pain.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you know how
I
they
told
say like
you
when a
guys.
mother has like a baby under a car, they can like flip it. When a B-dub gets mad, they have like that same like chemistry.
Yeah, I think so.
Because no one's listening. This started before
roll your
the
what?
sun.
We're gonna roll it that way.
Go in your butt.
Will someone listen to me now?
One.
Before the sun
Hey,
started.
we're gonna pick you up. Help us, all right?
He's probably so drunk he's hallucinating.
Fuck is this?
Yeah.
glass in the neck.
I still can't believe he didn't burst into flame when they
Yeah.
tased him.
He doesn't really seem that bad, to be honest.
What are you
Seems like
feeding?
he's acting that stupid.
Hey, brother, feet.
What you're feeding?
They're up, dude.
Oh
They're
God,
up.
and he's wearing socks.
Get up, dude.
Whatever.
You mother.
Multiple socks. It looks like.
Okay. What are we checking out?
This guy in here. What's up, brother?
What happened?
I guess they tased him, right? Yeah, we tased him and then we threw him to the floor.
Hello, boss. How are you? Oh, hey. Hey.
The EMT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are the paramedics. Chill out. They're trying to help you.
You. Huh?
You want us to check? We want us to
No.
check his vitals?
Yeah, if you guys can. I mean, let's.
You want us to open the back door?
Yeah, sure. It's a.
You drink?
Ew, did you throw up in
Patched
there?
up?
Oh, I must have. Yeah.
Hey, whatever happened
I
prior
guarantee
to
you.
this, it doesn't matter. Okay, we gotta make sure that
Dude.
Oh, he's got like those ear loops as well.
Now we get on his feet.
it's here, like we're gonna have to pick him up and get like hospitalization.
I've got a shirt.
Yeah, we keep it. We keep it with the.
Okay.
Get the bottle like that towards the employee.
Yeah.
It looks really.
I'm trying to find out who you are. Okay.
Do you have a vehicle here? Stop! Stop!
Dude, look at how pickled he looks. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
Like, look at Jesus.
Oh no. Yeah, it's right here.
And he either had an all-night bender or had one hell of a
Shut
morning
up.
Yeah.
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 because it's
Yeah,
8
it's
o'clock.
8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been out.
Oh, he was
all
drinking all
Jesus.
night, probably.
Yeah.
Ah.
They got sick
Oh
like
yeah,
us,
he
that's why.
definitely threw up.
The cables.
Like,
He
those
asleep?
guys,
Clearance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
We don't have a name for him or anything, so we're doing John Doe right now. 3 hours later.
Yeah, so he's for, shoplifting.
Wait, who are they? His family members?
Just 304 nurses.
We're
Yeah.
taking him for shoplifting, assault on a police officer, battery on a police officer. And then,
Jesus.
yeah.
And he guzzled like a bunch of Maker's Mark, so we don't know how much he was drinking and how much he drank.
He's gonna need a stomach pump, man. Like,
Okay, good. Sam's been up with O2 mask. That was the stats right there, 96.
Thank you.
I hate hospitals, guys. I hate them. Can't stand them, dude.
yeah.
Hold on, guys. William says
both.
that he's been 9 months no smoking cigarettes or weed. Hey,
Good for you.
congratulations, dude. You know what I'm
Nice.
saying? Yeah, congrats, man.
Pressure looks good.
Yeah, Jeff Thornborough, he's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez.
Either that or he just got married.
I just have to remove everything.
He might have got fired or something too first thing in the morning.
Yeah, could have been.
I'm sorry, but
So
if I'm in a
excited.
hospital and I got a nurse with
To
a
know.
sleeve,
About his
no.
handcuffs.
Yeah. Oh, well, then you're not going to go to any hospital
Yeah,
in the
you're
United
cooked.
States,
Yeah.
then, dude. You're good.
I'm fine.
cooked.
That's,
Might as well
that's fine.
bite down on a stick like they did back in the Civil War days and
Try to go
That's
to Russia.
fine.
or
pour
something.
some whiskey
Yeah.
on it because you're not going to go anywhere, you know?
Yeah.
That's fine.
MPA is 28.
Is this blood alcohol?
Depending on what his alcohol level is, then we can bring it down, and then extubate him and see how he does.
Okay.
If he extubates okay and he's not like he'll probably be okay. Yeah.
2 days. Okay.
Usually, so chicken nuggets are
So mom's.
that helps.
Where'd they give his alcohol
Judge
level?
Rock. He's good at ORing him. Actually, I searched his name up on the internet and I talked to his mom.
Chicken nuggets are
So mom's pretty much said that he rented that address. He rented that apartment there in Monte Vista, but never moved in. Never showed up. Then he was sent to. He was like some like not a halfway house. I don't know what you call it for alcoholics. And he was there on Gila Bend. But then he went to Mesilla Valley because he relapsed, and she lost contact with him about a week ago. So last year that
he's not gonna. It's fucking bullshit. Look at this, man.
Scored a memorial for seizures, and I let her know.
Good grief.
Damn, 0.518.
What's that?
I think that's the highest I've ever seen.
Good grief.
He should be
518. Good grief. Look at that, guys.
He should be dead.
Yeah.
I thought 0.3 was bad when I heard about it.
Or 0.4.
How many bottles of whiskey is that?
I never heard of 0.4.
Well, it might just be one that was drank very, very quickly too.
Yeah.
But I think Matt was gonna say like there's a thing where you can have like learned behavior where you're just operating on autopilot, so you actually can have a ton of alcohol, but you
that's called blacking
your
out.
unconscious mind is
yeah.
Well,
I don't know what I did. I have no idea.
I'll point out that in like the last in the last 6 months that I was drinking, I was going in and out, just cycling in and out of the VA ER, and being admitted there just over and over and over again for alcohol poisoning. And I think like the last maybe 15 times I was there, I had a blood alcohol level on the low end was 0.37. And towards the high end, and this is like an average, you know what I mean? My average was really around 0.42, and it would get as high as 0.48.
Wow.
And so and like they would bring me in, and like the autopilot, I wouldn't be consciously awake, but I would appear to be, and I would be engaged in all of these ritualistic behaviors, or would want to be doing that. And it was just because, that's what I would be doing when I would be at home. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I wasn't even like consciously there. It would appear that I was, but I wasn't really consciously there. Do you know what I mean?
You're just an NPC. Like
Yeah.
You're just giving,
Yes.
You're just giving generic
Absolutely.
responses to people.
Yeah.
And when you think about like, that like with hard alcohol, that's what I used every night. And when I mean that I would drink 750 milliliters at least of that, you think about it, that's sometimes the equivalent of like 30 plus shots, that you're consuming, in 4 to 6 hours. In my case, probably closer to 6 hours. And I'd be doing that every night. And so your body gets used to that and used to engaging in these types of behaviors when you're like that. That's where that effect comes from. It's like a muscle memory.
To adapt to try to survive, kind of.
Yes, absolutely.
Because I'm a rum guy. Like I have to watch it, right? Like it's just like doing hard work and just like. It's strenuous, man. Like doing like what I do for a living. Like it just it does play on you sometimes. But
here's the thing: is if you want to know if you have a problem, it comes back to that word need. Do you feel like you need it in order to live your life, or can you go without it? If you can forego and stay away. If you don't need it in order to live life, then you've not really progressed down that line. See, I needed it in order to sleep, just to do regular things.
Sleep, yeah.
Like the idea of not having it was unthinkable. The Germans have a word. It's a great word. It's called undenkbar. Unthinkable. Yeah. The idea of going a day without drinking was undenkbar to me. That's a pure alcoholic. I can't have any of that stuff. I don't use any of the prescription. Any of the prescriptions from the VA, zero of that. I can have zero intoxicating substances. Because once I habitually have something, just anything, right? Then the next night I'm going to want that. And that's when the tolerance begins. And it's going to ramp up from there. You know, I can have zero of it. And I'm happy being sober. That's the difference. I was always miserable when I was drinking. This is the first, legitimately, this is the first time that I can tell you guys that I've experienced joy and laughter and happiness and regular living my life. And it's because I'm not drinking myself into oblivion every night and then dealing with the hangover the next morning.
You got to fill it up with other things. You have to fill up your time with other things.
Yeah.
Well, and I
do like be productive. You know, like,
yes,
it's like if,
it's called work and a wife
more.
and hobbies and family. And these are all normal things. But I didn't have any of that when I was drinking. I'd work and then I'd drinking.
I tell AJ, do Warhammer. That'll keep you busy.
Yeah, I know, right? But guys, the
I
thing
just have one question.
The thing people don't understand though, really, like, and this is why I want to go to gambling here in the next couple minutes. Behavioral addictions don't carry the same weight with people as, say, drugs and alcohol, right? So, like, people that are gambling addicts or who might be sex addicts. Sex addicts are a thing. Now, there are sex addicts, but then there's these stupid 304s that just don't want to have an excuse for being a whore, right? But there are behaviors like gambling, adrenaline junkies, sex addicts, where they're addicted to that behavior, just like you would be addicted to alcohol. Like, the part of their brain, when especially gambling, is the same as an alcoholic or an opioid addict. It's the same thing. Even when they say guys who smoke crack or they'll smoke meth, you guys have heard how when a guy that's a crack addict or a meth addict picks up the pipe and grabs the lighter, that part of his brain starts firing immediately. You know what I'm saying? Immediately. That the ritual of what they do, like heroin addicts lighting up the spoon, right? When a gambling addict steps in a casino, it's the same as a heroin addict putting that lighter under a spoon. It's the same thing.
I lost 2 cousins to heroin and alcohol.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, they had the one cousin. He was gay, and I don't think he could come to the grips that he was. I'm pretty sure he just drank himself to death because of it. Wow. And then I had one other cousin. He was a heroin addict. It got to a point where he had no veins left.
Shit.
To where he could use. So he had to do it.
That's when they have to go between their toes.
Yeah. Well, he had to, he done that to the extreme and then had to go through his groin.
Oh,
yeah.
Or through their jugular vein.
Neck too. And it just got to a point like my poor brother. Like I won't go into it because in case my brother listens, I told him about the show. But he tried to save my cousin's life, and it was just like so awful.
Yeah,
it's so awful, and it's just like, and again, they were like, these are 2 cousins who are like American. They were my American cousins, and they had quite a good life.
But here's the thing, you know, Anonymous. Oftentimes, people get addicted to helping the addicts, and that's where the codependency comes in.
My aunt,
that's why, guys. If you watch Intervention, there's the Betty Ford Clinic for people who are addicted to helping addicts.
Yeah.
So there's a rehab for people that are addicted to, trying to help their son, their daughter, their wife, their husband. That becomes an addiction in and of itself because they can't not do that. The idea of having a life without enabling is just anathema. So, Snowboard, you were saying?
Yeah, it was a question for Matt. When you were drinking that much, did you have any fun or enjoyment or get any, when you were actually got home and were drinking? So during the drinking process, I'm not saying over a long time, I'm saying you're off from work for 8 hours or whatever. were the first couple hours any fun, or is it just like completely numbing, or what was that experience?
Hanging
like
out with
for
the
you?
boys or whatever.
Matt, are you there?
Oh, you drop off?
Oh,
Whatever. I can DM him because I'm actually kind of interested in.
Sorry,
that part
sorry.
Of it.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. So snowboarder, like it was never fun for me. I kind of have more of a dramatic form of PTSD. Something that AJ alluded to earlier, but it wasn't enjoyment. The sensation that I felt when I would start drinking is like a relief, like that I could breathe again. I have something called hypervigilance, where because of the things that I've been subjected to, specifically being ambushed in an urban environment, my senses are on like 1,000% all the time. It's like a biological response to that, right? And so when I would come home and drink, it was like it was only that could make those things relax.
Dulls your senses.
Right. And so so it was like things would like calm down and I could feel like I could breathe. And that was the only like
So it was like a small sense of peace instead of like having fun.
Yeah, it was like things would like slow down and I could relax for a short while. But then my blood alcohol content would just keep climbing because of the way that I would drink.
Because you were trying to maintain that state, basically.
Not just maintain, but just continue the escalation, right? I mean, the way that you metabolize alcohol, and especially if you just drink like pure whiskey, which is what I did, your blood alcohol just continues getting farther and farther up there until you literally just can't imbibe it anymore.
Yeah.
And that's how I would drink. That's what it was like.
I remember what was it? Hold on. Has anyone here ever had to take prednisone for anything?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I have.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's prednisone? I
It's a
don't
steroid.
know what
Like a steroid.
Nah, guys,
it's an anti-inflammatory steroid.
Okay.
When I took that, guys, like I can't touch it because it gives me this anxiety. Like I have a hard enough time sleeping as it is, but this anxiety, these weird feelings of like doing weird stuff, like waking up in a panic and throwing stuff, dude.
Yeah, you get crotchety and irritable.
No. Like it. Okay, there was I had to use they gave me this topical ointment for this thing that's on my hand. It's like
just a rash.
Yeah. Because I don't because during the wintertime I have my AC going.
Yeah. Hey, it made you behave irrational.
Look at this guy over here. Look at this guy. Come on.
Hey, I'm in the prednisone. Oh.
But my skin dries out because my AC was on and I wasn't putting any lotion on. So I'm like, what is on my hand, right? But so that they gave me prednisone because I have seasonal asthma. So when the leaves fall, there's mold in the air, and I would always wheeze. And when I moved from Washington to Washington, from Washington State to DC, I had never had any allergies because I was in the Northwest. I moved to DC and I got bronchitis 3 times and pneumonia twice. So finally they put me on prednisone and gave me this inhaler. But when I started taking prednisone, dude, I was like, I lost my mind. Like it was crazy. That's the closest thing that I can think of to what Matt has been through. Like you're I can't even describe it, but the feeling, it just makes me panic. They gave me this topical steroid stuff to get rid of this dermatitis. It did the same thing to me. This is actually like 2 months ago. There was a Tuesday where I was supposed to go live and didn't do it. That Monday, guys, I had a straight up full out panic attack. Woke up in the middle of the night, didn't know what was going on. It was crazy. Like, I can imagine going through that every single night, like all the time. So I could see why someone would want to abuse drugs or alcohol to make that feeling go away. You know what I'm saying? Because it's one of the craziest things that I've ever experienced. And then I Google searched that steroid cream, and people on Reddit were all saying the same thing. Hey, is anyone using this and having like crazy panic attacks and like kicking holes in their wall and like, you know, having strange thoughts to do harm to themselves and all this other stuff? And it's like, yeah, me too. So, guys, I don't do any of this stuff. I don't.
How is this stuff legally prescribed by doctors?
Well, for a lot of people, it's fine. I take it and I'm fine. I never did the cream, but if I get poison ivy, that's what I have to take.
No, I can't. Guys, my system, anything that I take, it hits me really, really, really hard. So
there's a reaction that that can happen biologically in the body that I have as well, AJ, and it's called a paradoxical reaction, where you have a very crazy reaction, sort of like the opposite of the intended result.
Yeah, so like all the side effects, you just get them.
Because your biology is different from the biology of the people that they tested and developed the drug with, right? Mm-hmm. And so because your brain interprets that drug as being something different, your hypothalamus releases the exact opposite, and this creates like a wild like rebound effect in your body. Like that's like they gave me some medications for like insomnia, and I had that paradoxical reaction to it, where it actually made my insomnia dramatically worse.
Me too.
That's crazy.
Matthew, now, if I do any type of NyQuil or I sleepwalk, I'm terrible with sleep.
Straight up,
I only get like 3-4 hours a night. You know what I'm saying? For years, since my 20s. But if I take NyQuil, Unisom, or any of that, guys, I'll wake up in my backyard. I've done it. I mean, what in the world? How did I end up out here? There's one time I had my pillow and my comforter, and I wake up in my backyard. I'm like, what? How the hell did I get out?
That's literally Fight Club.
Yeah. And then there was a girl that I used to work with, and she used to sleepwalk when she was young, just regular. They had to lock her door from the outside and nail her window shut in high school because they used to find her like walking down the street. Her parents, they would go to her room and she'd be gone, and then they would drive around. There she is, just walking down the street. Steve says towards the soundproof room. We understand. Hey man, any means necessary, right?
Seriously. Garlic croutons, dude.
Yeah, I could imagine that if my life was constantly like how I felt when I was on prednisone, I would probably self-medicate with something, because I cannot live like that. Just having everything, just your brain is just like 1,000 miles per hour. You can't sleep, you can't think. It's terrible. So
a lot of psychiatric people that we do prescribe these drugs, that does happen to them too.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see.
Anyways, I gotta go, guys. Have a great night.
All right, buddy.
Night, snowboarder.
See ya.
Take it easy. Yeah. But that's why people who are cancer patients are on heavy doses of prednisone. So it's bad enough that you have cancer, right? And they're pumping you up full of friggin' poison to get rid of the cancer, but they were putting you on all this prednisone, and when you take a bunch of it, you swell up and stuff, you know. It's not good, man. Not good. good at all. So yeah, guys, once again, let's get to now. Does anyone on the panel know a gambling addict or like a sex addict or a real one, not one of those people that claims that, but is just but is just trying to shirk all accountability?
No, I'm trying to think of someone. There's probably a bunch of people I grew up with. Like there was always there was a great TV show in the UK called Skin, where they looked into like these kind of characters who were like gambling addicts, or they were just like weird people in the community.
Yeah.
And it's like everyone had that kind of guy who was around where they would dress kind of nice, but you could always tell that they had like shitty like shoes or like stuff like that would give a hint to them having some sort of issue.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure a lot of them were gambling addicts. Like they'd always be in the doing the roulette machines and stuff like that.
Well, I can tell you, Korg, Matt, sound off, please.
Yep.
What happened in the early 2000s, the early to mid 2000s, that completely made gambling addiction go through the roof?
Online.
Oh.
Online what?
Online casinos.
But what specifically? What game?
Oh, a specific game.
Poker. Thank you.
Okay, yeah.
Guys, it was online poker, and then the World Series of Poker actually became a nationwide, worldwide phenomenon. You guys remember the 2000s? From like 2000 to like 2008 is when the world everyone started playing poker. They made Rounders, the movie,
especially Texas Hold'em.
Yes, and then of course my friends went to UNLV down in Vegas. All their friends, all of a sudden, I'm an aspiring poker player. No, you're a degenerate gambler. If you were an aspiring poker player, you still have furniture in your house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Guys, online casinos, glamorizing poker. And guys, once you actually look at the lives of these poker players, these World Series champions, guys, a lot of them are addicts, junkies. They die early. They're drunk when they're. It's crazy, guys.
Yeah, a lot of them have poly addictions.
Yes.
Yes. Or what they call cross dependencies, where one bleeds into the other.
There's a guy that I follow, and he talks about poker kind of like he's a poker channel. He covers it because it's a sport. And he does the craziest wins there is in that, and it's always some tragic story where the guy won, but he was an alcoholic or he was shooting heroin and died in the hotel room a year later. It's nuts. But yeah, guys, that's when you would see all these poker players and gamblers, and they were all addicts. Matter of fact, this channel right here. I don't know how this guy doesn't have like 100,000 subs, but guys, he's one day at a time gambling awareness, and he interviews gamblers because he is an addict, and he says one day at a time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a very common saying, a framework for like living life in a 12-step program.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I love this channel, but he talks to people and he interviews them. And one guy was a poker addict, and now he coaches people who want to become either professional poker players or just get better at poker, but he cannot play. He just can't. And he says the only thing that's keeping online poker going is gambling addicts. He said it's the only thing keeping this multi-billion-dollar industry going is addicts. That's it. And then this guy here, guys, this is one of the best ones, guys, because this guy here, guys, he cleaned out his in-laws' retirement.
Yeah,
he spent $500,000 of his in-laws' money.
He's
crazy, dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
a lot of these guys, a lot of these guys that post like wins and things like that, like when you hear them retell their life, they'll tell you that, you know, in the process of them to learn to like the statistics behind like Texas Hold'em, they lost, you know, they were down several $1 million.
Yeah. Where's the one
most
guy
successful ones haven't they haven't even begun to climb out from the damage.
Hold on. There's one guy where he just said it straight up. And he has his craziest stories he's ever heard video that we'll check out. But guys, there are more young men getting addicted to gambling now than ever because of FanDuel, because of Barstool Sports, because of all these things that you could pull up on your phone.
I'd say it's really bad up here, AJ. Like,
But hey,
I got a bunch of Chinese friends, and like, dude, they're always in the casino.
Here you go.
They're always in the River Rock, man.
Look at this. Here's a video, guys, called "Asians Can't Stop Gambling."
Yeah, it's a really bad thing in the Asian community.
Here it is. This one, and then, guys, once again, hey guys, what's the gambling capital of the world?
Oh, is it like Hong Kong or Beijing?
Macau?
Yeah, Macau.
Dude. Australia.
Monte Carlo?
Really? Australia?
Dude, Australia, dude, they are degenerates.
Dude, Australia has such an insane gambling problem. It's like really bad. If you look at the amount of money that the average person gambles by country, Australia is #1 in the world.
Look at that. Maybe they don't understand that just by stepping outdoors in Australia with everything trying to kill you, that they're gambling with their lives. That's not hardcore enough, you know.
I bet it's the fruity machines. I bet you it's the fruity machines where people go into the pub and they keep dropping in coins in the fruity machines.
Hey, Matt, Corey, you guys have never heard of Warhammer 40K, have you?
I have.
Okay, you guys know the Catachans, Matt? The Catachan Jungle Fighters, they're all basically based on Rambo.
No.
So they're like these big buff badasses that fight in jungle warfare with like red headbands, you know? Well, they come from a jungle world called Catachan, right? And like everything is trying to kill you, literally. The plants are venomous. There's this frog that explodes. It's the deadliest animal like in the
it's a giant centipede universe. That will kill you.
Yeah. And so they call it Australia in space. But they have to move their settlements every like couple of weeks because the jungle, like they'll burn it, and the jungle just comes back trying to eat you. It's crazy, dude.
Catachan is a death world.
Like, have you ever read about like when the Siafu in South America, those ants that are carnivorous, when they hatch and there's like millions of them and people like have to like dig a moat around their house and light the moat on fire with petrol in order to like move? No, because these ants they will kill buffalo. There is just nothing.
They probably just swarm you.
Yes, exactly. Like there's, they get all over.
Hey guys, have you seen Arachnophobia?
Yes.
Yeah, dude. I hate spiders. Yeah, I'm not scared of them, but I don't like horror films. But that's one of my favorite movies.
Dude, has
movies of all time.
Spiders in it, like they're just fooling around, like
John Goodman, rock and roll.
He's the exterminator. Yeah,
and they've also changed how their nightlife laws work. So in certain cities, they close the bars where they offer alcohol, of course, where people go out, and they keep the casinos open like 24/7, and you can get alcohol in the casinos until like 4. So after going to the bars, you naturally end up funneling to the casino.
Damn, look at that, guys.
So a little story on that. The bars close at midnight in Australia. 5 minutes before midnight, the barkeep goes over to an area of the bar, throws all the lights on, and he yells out, "Drink up, everybody!" And you have 5 minutes to finish your last drink.
Yeah.
But the clubs are open until 2 or 3 a.m. if I remember correctly.
Wow.
Yeah, last
And
call.
there is nothing. Pardon?
It's last call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there is nothing worse than having been in a dimly lit bar all night long
And
and
then-
next thing you
the
know,
lights
it's
come on. Yeah,
sunshine.
Yeah.
Not fun.
Guys, there are guys that are gambling streamers, and guys, there's a couple of them. I'll drop the links in Discord. Guys, this one guy was like won and lost like $30 million.
Jeez.
Like on his stream. It's crazy because he keeps getting sponsorships and donations. You know, gambling. You know, betting 50 grand on a hand of blackjack and playing all those weird games online.
Is the crazy world of online gambling. In 2024, casinos made over $72 billion, which is enough money to spend $1 million per day for 190
Guys, we're in the wrong business, dude.
years straight, and you'd still have money left over.
Guys, can we just talk about this and that? Can you chime in, please?
Yeah.
Guys, anyone who's come on up, guys. Just hit the hit the StreamYard link that's pinned at the top. Matt, so with your AA experience and your journey, can you just kind of speculate on the difference in how a gambling addict and an alcoholic or a heroin addict are viewed? So a substance-based abuse and a behavioral abuse.
The
difference.
You wanted to talk about like gambling addiction. The prototypical gambler who has an addiction is somebody who has almost no experience with gambling itself, walks into a casino and wins the first time that they're there.
Fact.
That is the prototypical person who becomes a gambling addict. That is, if you listen to their stories, and you listen to like how they experience it, they are chasing the same rush that like a heroin or crack cocaine user does. They're looking for that big win where they beat the odds and get this huge payday, and they will pursue it into the gates of insanity the same way that a drug user will. The same way that a heroin user or a crack cocaine user, like many times the people who get addicted get this huge euphoric hit and then never experience that again.
They call it chasing the dragon. Yeah,
right.
Because you want that all over again.
And with gambling addicts, every single time they win big, those are really the only experiences in their brain. They've done studies about this, that they actually remember. It's not even just that they pay attention to or consciously pick out. That's the only thing that their brain records. They don't record the losses between win and win, like the 99 losses that it took. They only record and remember the wins.
Yeah.
And everything in between is just, those are the pressures and the endurance that make everybody else fall out. And what separates them is their willingness to tolerate anything until that next win comes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, there's not a big difference between that and somebody who uses crack cocaine.
Yeah, it's so bad, guys, because there's such a rabbit hole that you can go down when it comes to gambling addiction. But there's people who say that they work in casinos, and they would rather shit themselves than get up from their slot machine. They'll just piss and shit on themselves. Insane. I'll have to find the one where the guy.
The thought there is that they think that if they get up and use the bathroom, that they're going to then forego a win that is coming their way.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah. Yep.
That's the thinking that's happening right there.
Guys, please, okay. We all know you your cigarettes bad, guys. Just do what I did, guys. Anytime that I was at a party in college, and look, guys, shrooms. We did some shrooms, smoked some weed, even did some Molly back in the day. Fine, but anytime that anyone started injecting or snorting stuff, I'm like, guys, we're out of here. You know what I'm saying? That's just like the best thing to do, especially if you're young. And guys, there's people in your circles who want to see you get addicted, right? Who want to see, 20-year-old Korg, 21-year-old Korg, he's getting straight A's. He has the chicks all over him because he was in the Navy, and now he's gonna go to be an officer or whatever, and like an alternate mention. He's kind of a Chad. Here, hey Korg, you're actually making me look bad. So here, take these Percocets or take these Oxys.
Come on, ruin your life.
It's called sabotage.
Yeah. But guys, this is him reacting to gamblers just losing their life savings and stuff.
On the craps table. Oh shit. Oh, he's on the craps table. Oh shit.
That's Boss Man Jack.
I am bleeding. Oh my fucking god, dude. Oh my fucking god, dude. That did not just happen, dude.
It looks like he might be homeless, to be honest. I'm Rob, and I'm a recovering gambling addict. I made my last bet November the 12th of 2022. Today, I want to watch through some popular gambling TikToks, whether it be gambling losses, gambling rages, and I want to provide some insights as a gambling addict who spent 6 years gambling every single day for at least 8 hours a day. If at any point during this video you hear something that you can really relate to, then I want you to hit that subscribe button and join this community. I'm working hard every day to spread
And he does so many really good interviews. You know what I'm saying? And this guy's black, white, poor, rich, military, young, old,
message.
And Matt is right. A lot of his videos, even if you look at the title, one $5,000 win ruined my life. So they went to the casino, their first bet won $5,000. Won $500. Did a scratch off where it was $600. Next thing you know, you're cooked.
That gambling addiction is real, but so is recovery.
Because I will do whatever it takes to fight for the people that I fight for. And I wish I could have voiced this in a different way so everybody can understand it. It doesn't matter. Because I was here and I said it, and I told you and all you you will have so much money.
So wait, he's losing, and now he's trying to say that the revolution shall not be televised. Come on, dude. You lost, bro. That sucks.
So this is from the Daily Mail. This guy apparently lost a bunch of money in a high limit room in Hollywood, Florida. And he's screaming about how the casino
Ohio, Florida
just don't care about us. Dude is 100% correct. It is sad that it got to this point. When
you guys know what the realest scene in any movie was? You guys remember Kickboxer with Van Damme?
Yep.
Where you remember, boom, boom, he walks by and Tong Po is kicking the wall, and he goes, he's like, we have to cut off the fight. He was kicking the wall, right? Do you remember after he breaks his brother's back and then somehow with the gloves tears his belt in half, And then they put his brother on a stretcher and carry him out, and they just put him on the sidewalk. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't even care. Like, the blatant disregard for human life. They didn't even take him to the hospital. They literally just threw him out like a piece of trash, Yep. Like, they had him on a stretcher just to put him on the sidewalk. Like, straight from the ring to the stretcher. That's how these casinos, that's how these pharmaceuticals, that's how these drug dealers, that's how these people are, man. They don't give two shits. They just don't.
And that's still better treatment than people would have got 800 years ago.
That's true. Yeah. That's true.
And I would rage. I would usually do it in private. I'm not someone that likes to yell in public, so people would rarely know I had a problem. Anyone around him would now know that he would have a problem with the gambling, that he couldn't stop. But when I would do it, I would usually go home and rage or go out to the car and rage. So it's sad to see this. I hope that he ended up getting some help instead of going back and trying to win it back. But you reach a point where you just feel like you're the only person that's going through this, and it's really hard to express it. So this guy, even though he looked a little bit crazy doing it, was just trying to get the message out that the casinos are not out for your best interest, and it's a shame that it took him a giant loss to realize that. He's probably intoxicated as well.
That's where the time, and after that was just. That's up to you. Yeah. You make the decision. You call, you bluff, whatever.
He said, "Fuck the game of life."
I'm not going anywhere like that. Okay, so this how this gonna work. All right, physically removing.
Clearly, he's upset about something that happened in the poker match. They're trying to kick him out. And this is like what I think would make a problem gambler the most angry, is like being removed from the ability to continue to be in action. And so if this guy does have a gambling problem, the idea that they want him to leave the...
Matt, I have a question for you.
Shoot.
So you would drink at home alone by yourself?
Oh, absolutely. That's what my preference was.
Okay. What have you ever met an alcoholic that had to go to the bar and drink?
Oh, yeah.
Like couldn't drink alone?
Yeah. Many people, their alcoholism stems from their social inhibitions. And so like they would only converse with people when they would be drinking, and so they would always be drinking when they would be conversing with people. And so in order to have any kind of social interaction with people, those that like one would be like a contributing like a contributor to the other. And so like there for some people who really have like a lot of social inhibitions, alcohol is like the gateway to talking smooth, saying the right things to the right people, having the confidence to go up and talk to women. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I mean, there's a reason why they call it liquid courage. That was the polar opposite of me. And I've spoken with you about this before. I did not like to be around people, period.
Who does?
For me, it was like I don't trust people. I don't like to be in their proximity. I like to be by myself in my solitude. Like that's the alcohol abuse. That's how it could run away. And people not really notice. Like I would always the one thing that I would not do was drink and drive. I
smart.
I would never do that. Do you know what I mean? And so yeah, smart. But what that meant is that, if I did go to the bars, I would only stay there for an hour. I would have 3 beers and then go home, because at that point, like I'm getting towards that limit, right? Where your blood alcohol level is getting towards that. Like that was always I was always flirting with that line whenever I went out in public. And I hated that. And so it was just like I didn't have to deal with that pressure when I just drank at home. And so that was that's like one of the that was an an aspect of my using.
Well, I can tell you that guys, there's always that guy that you'll hang out with, like all you young guys, and Matt Korg, Anonymous, Portman, chime in here, because we've all had this guy. He's the guy that has to get drunk and act like a chick and act all drama filled, and he either starts fights or he tries to drive drunk, or guys, you cannot have that guy around you. You can't. And the same with that, I say, don't be with a woman that can't. Let's just say that part of your circle is smoking weed or maybe dropping acid every now and then or whatever, right? Don't be with that type of chick that can't hold their liquor, can't handle drugs, or acts all crazy, and don't have a friend who can't do the same thing. If you guys try and go to let's just say, because I drink Saturdays to watch the UFC fights, right? But I don't drink a lot, but I'll kick back a few. But if I decide to go, hey, Korg, Anonymous, Poor Man, Matt, let's go to the AAA baseball game, right? And Matt, he doesn't drink, but the rest of us have a couple beers. And then there's, let's just say, Stan. And Stan's there, getting drunk. Guys, we can't have that guy around us. Guys, we just can't.
Well, it's also the duty of like all of us to like fucking check this guy.
Yeah, because it's not even like he's an alcoholic. He's just a drama queen. You know what I mean?
But like it's not even about like responsibility. But if you want to go out, like why do you like why would you want to be somebody's babysitter?
Exactly, facts. Yeah.
Like why would you put up with having to take care of people when you're supposed to be having fun?
Yeah.
Well, this is the difference between, quite honestly, between like men and women. It's like I find a lot of women like find a lot of that kind of like action acceptable.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they're just going through something, blah blah blah. And it's like no, like most guys, like because I've had that with dudes where they're obviously going through something, and it's like you have to check them. He was like, dude, you're acting like a fool.
Yeah.
It's like stop acting this way.
And there's nothing wrong with it. Like that's called being a good friend. Holding your friends accountable is that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is like people who bring drama, people who bring consequences. I think that's what AJ was really speaking to more. And yeah, you need to like not find those people.
If they're a perpetual problem, then
yes, especially people who like to draw attention and start fights.
Yeah, some people have a down time every now and then, right? But like if they're a constant problem, then you need to eject those people from your life. Like there's no, you don't want to be like sort of handling this person all of the time.
Yeah, and even then, guys, well, first of all, we're men, guys. I'm a 6'3", 250-pound black dude. I can't be stumbling around drunk, or I will end up in jail.
Yeah.
Men, when we're stumbling drunk crazy, people think that we're a threat. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of us guys can't go out and get totally, and plus no one buys us drinks. You know what I'm saying? So guys, these girls who will go out, because this is how safe society is. Women can go out with just their ID, no credit cards, no cash, and have 18 shots bought for them and get shit-faced. They feel okay to drive themselves to the bar and drink that much. And if something bad happens to them, it's men's fault. It's this, it's that. America sucks.
Yeah.
Don't put yourself in bad situations. They shouldn't happen, but guess what? They do. Guys,
imagine what would happen in the Middle East if you did that.
Yeah. I hardly ever get drunk like in public. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll, have a few, whatever, but I'm always cool to drive. Or there was a couple times where you know what? I'm at this brewery. And you and meet a random cool group of people. Hey, what's up, guys? Where are you from? Whatever. And then you have 5 or 6, 7 IPAs. Next thing you know, you're on your ass. Just Uber home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pick up your car the next day.
It's so easy now.
Yeah. But to get stumbling drunk, guys, have you ever been like stumbling, falling down drunk in public? And if so, when was the last time?
God, decade ago.
Yeah. For me, it was probably years ago. Like
I
at
think
least
when you get
a decade
older,
ago.
It just stops becoming fun when you get older.
Yeah.
Like when you're younger, like you can walk this off. When you're older, you're literally just gonna like lay down on like a park bench and just like I need to sleep now.
Yeah. But here's the thing. At home though, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Super Bowl party, what? You know what I mean? Pass out on the couch, rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna drink a bunch, I'm gonna use my own bathroom and pass out in my own bed. Or like there was friends of mine up in Maryland where their dad had like a party once a year, and he would and he made the best ribs. It was just beer, and so we would always like Uber there, You know what I'm saying? Get wasted and then Uber home. You know what I'm saying? It's easy.
Yeah.
Simple.
I usually drive my RV over there and then just fall asleep in the RV.
He goes out to he goes to his RV and goes to sleep. Yeah.
The casino or leave the poker table. What makes me happen at the poker? It looks like he might be homeless. To be honest, I would be really sad if that's the case and he gambled away all his money. But you know, I've been to Atlantic City quite a few times. I had this woman on before when I've done reaction videos, and she gave a bunch of tips on how to make money in the casino. They were really, really bad tips. Looks like she lost. Let's hear about it.
How about she has some tips on getting on a treadmill, right?
Yeah.
Update. It was bad. It was all bad, bitch. It was all fucking bad. Okay, so you guys know we're on day 5 of our 15-day casino challenge.
That's great.
$500.
A casino challenge? A casino challenge.
A Jersey accent.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
Now, yeah, she's in the Jersey.
Jersey, yeah.
Or from Long Island. Ugh.
$1 a day.
$1 a day.
Double it and go home. Or take your loss like a boss and just walk the fuck out of the casino.
Ah, God, guys, how do you New York
has a rhyming saying to describe her behavior.
Guys, God, how do you New York dudes put up with this?
Jersey.
Jersey. Forget about it. Oh!
That's exactly what I did not
I'm walking over here. Oh!
fucking do. Let me just cut to the fucking chase. Took $500 to the lamps, lost. The Ignite, the jackpot was all the way full. I'm doing freaking max bet, like, bitch. It just never fucking broke. So I put $500 in there. Did not, like, none of those lamps would give, they were both full. Finally, the third one, now I literally have all 3 lamps.
It's so weird because now listening to her accent, they have the same cadence as a Scouser. Think about it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's so strange.
Full after $500. Nothing. Obviously, I put more in.
So what she's talking about is like a progressive jackpot on a slot machine. She's like seeing, oh, it's built up, it's about to pop, it's about to hit. And she keeps going and putting more and more and more in to try to get it to go.
That wasn't part of the deal. I'm supposed to take my loss like a boss, but I'm a dumbass bitch. I shouldn't have done that.
That's the first true thing she said, right guys?
$300 in there. I still don't get fucking shit. I said, you know what? Fuck this game. This game's starting to remind me of that time I got fucked on the firecrackers. I go to Fireball. I put
Fireball
$300 in there. $10 a spin, 10-cent denom, nothing. I went to that fucking game with the dumplings that I never played. Everybody's like, oh yeah, that's a great game. It has like dumplings in a fucking pot or something. I don't even know what the hell that is. That game, I played that game trying to get a bonus so fucking bad. I put $400 fucking in there and just straight up fucking lost. Listen, bitch, I took a L yesterday. I took a bad L. I lost over $2,000 yesterday on day 5. Day 5 can suck it. That was not a fucking success. But you know what? In all reality, this was really my fault because I shouldn't have gone to the casino for day 5 after not sleeping for 2 days. Like, I was a...
This sounds like a meth binge.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's
AJ.
true. Yeah.
I bet you it wasn't her money.
Facts, yeah. It was Guido's money, her husband.
Yeah.
It was Vinny or Ricky, Billy, Timmy, right? You know.
I don't think that your lack of sleep led to the slot machine results. I think it was just pushing the button. We have to remember we have no control over a slot machine.
I should not even have gone, bitch. Well, guess what? A bitch done rested up. It's day 6. What the fuck we doing?
Do you want to hear
And, bitch,
something
I know my
that's kind
shirt
of
isn't-
sick about the slot machines? Do you
Slot
want to know?
machines,
Do you want to know which slot machines pay out the most for the casinos?
Is it
The ones closest to the doors.
No, the ones that never win.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, facts. Yeah.
Side out like this. I fucking slept in this. Give me a break. Not everybody can be perfect, ho. Everybody's gonna be like, oh, your shirt's inside out.
I didn't know. No. I was thinking, not why is your shirt inside out? I'm thinking, why are you going back for day 6? That's what I'm like. X difference, please.
Right. Jennifer Dennison had hit the jackpot, winning more than $13 million at this Tampa casino.
Look at that. Spend the next couple decades in prison.
But she quickly gambled the winnings away, and police say she drained her in-laws' life savings as she charmed them.
She come visit us. Basically wiped out their accounts to the tune of over $500,000.
That's sad. So even when you get that big win, she won $13 million. It's not enough. Because we tell ourselves as gambling addicts, we'll quit after we get the big win. It's going to be enough. We'll finally be satisfied. But we need to realize there's no win that's big enough to make us feel anything beyond that couple of moments of pleasure.
Yeah. Something else about this that I've noticed. Now, again, I don't go to Gambling Anonymous. Like that's not my thing. But I do talk to people who do. What I've noticed with these people when they make these huge wins, they always have a huge list of people that they need to pay back, and they're horrible with spending money. They spend it like a drunken sailor at a whorehouse.
Dude, all you would have to do, 14 million.
Korg said, "Oh, wait a minute, I resemble that remark." Oh.
Well, close to home there, buddy.
401k. Put 14 million to 401k. You could sit on that for 10 years. You would retire.
Yes, but they don't think like that.
Yeah.
They don't think long term.
No, they do not.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Guys, look at
dude. My ex and I were in Vegas, and she said we were walking through a casino. Oh, I want to play a slot machine. I said, okay. That dummy walks over to a $5 slot, and we were just married and didn't have much money, and she didn't get anything out of it. And then she looks over and sees a $20 slot and says, "Oh, I want to play that." I said, "No, you're not."
Yeah.
Why?
You should have told her to go out on the corner, make some money first.
It's Vegas.
Here we go, guys.
For months at this point how dangerous sports betting is for the broader economy. I've been saying for months at this point how dangerous sports betting is for the broader economy, and I think the more it becomes integrated in our daily
Once again, guys, let me just say this. Captain Palsy, what's up, dude? Jonathan, what's up, dude? Tenacity, how you doing? Guys, once again, guys, anyone that's having any type of issue and you think you're alone, you can't talk, guys, I'm telling you, hit me up on Discord, email me, guys. If there's anyone on this panel who you want to talk to, guys, once again, they're in the Discord, or email me and I can get you in touch with them. You know, guys, there's nothing wrong with reaching out. Okay,
Sure.
There's nothing
Yeah,
wrong with it.
100%.
And plus, guys, you are better off talking to Matt, talking to Korg, talking to Anonymous than going on some friggin' Zoom call with some feminist indoctrinated bull ring therapist. Sorry, that's just me. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Now, guys, there are good therapists out there. Yes, therapists can help. Yes, but if there's just some thought that you might have, if there's some situation that you're in, or maybe and you just need a guy's perspective, guys, this is what this space is for. You know. So,
life,
If a guy has to get a therapist, make sure it's a guy over the age of 50.
Yeah. Well, remember that I had Jeff St. James on here, and he was saying that
he's rare for a younger therapist.
Listen. Yes, here's the thing, but he was saying that and I'm thinking about this now. A person's gender doesn't affect their skill set as a therapist. That is true. Their therapy skills might be good, but I think that there's still some kind of unconscious bias or a conscious bias that women would have, and that us as men, our bias, we'd rather hear it from a man. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? What's some 25-year-old 28-year-old chick with a master's degree going to tell me about anything? She doesn't know what.
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
gonna do. You know what I'm
Is
saying?
You won't know
you
anything until
especially
she's like
don't-
40.
Yeah.
A younger woman, but even an older woman is more likely going to have an anti-male bias
Yeah,
than a guy. And she's probably going to prescribe a bunch of crap for you, whereas a guy is basically going to tell you, look, suck it up. Here's some things that you need to do some reflecting over, blah, 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 versus, oh, everything's going to be wonderful. Here, take some pills and it'll be fine.
Yeah. So the best advice I ever heard was watching the film Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah.
Where he's all in
Yeah.
with all these hoity-toity people in in New York, and they're talking about like their therapists and all this kind of stuff, and he's just like, don't these people have like mates to talk to?
Exactly.
Well,
So why
guys,
are you talking
hold
to
on.
all these people? Like just
No,
talk to your
there.
friends.
You know why? There was a guy. I think Pearly Things had a producer back in the day, and he went viral because he was talking. This is back when Pearly Things had her show in England, right? And I always say that I used to think English accents were so cool until Pearly Things had her show and she had a bunch of stupid 304s with that friggin' accent, and it ruined it for him.
Yeah.
For me. But these girls like, actually, in my therapist and blah 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 blah. And that King guy goes, look, this is why, he said, in Nigeria, he goes, people don't have therapists and all this other stuff because their families are so big and everyone knows each other, to where you have that auntie who you talk to, or maybe you go talk to your grandma. You know what I'm saying? There's someone in the family who you can go to with your problems that'll give you good advice. He goes, now you people in the West, your families are small, you don't know each other, or you're not near each other, so you outsource everything to other people that you pay for.
It is true, yeah.
Back in the day, places in the South or in Utah where you don't need a plumber because you have an uncle who does, oh, don't worry, son, I'll come over there and help you fix it. You know what I mean? Like, dude, modern women are the ultimate expression of this. They have my sister, she's single AF. Guys, she has to call a man to come fix everything.
I thought she was independent, AJ.
Here's the thing: back in the day, even now, women that are married have husbands who can fix stuff for them.
Yeah.
They don't have to worry about, oh, the garbage disposal's broke, or the door needs to be taken off the hinges, or whatever.
Car needs an oil change.
Yeah, so they just been convinced to outsource everything to strange men instead of having a husband that can protect, you know what I mean, fix stuff around the house. Guys, there was this girl that I work with, and I was telling her, do you know the one thing that marriage gives women that they don't think about? Anyone?
Security.
Choice.
Yeah.
Choice. Guys, think about during the cough, right? And all these people were in the stores trying to fight for toilet paper and hand sanitizer. Guys, all the married chicks, their husbands were out there trying to get the toilet paper at Walmart. Whereas Keisha and all these B-dubs were out there trying to fight men for toilet paper. Do you guys know how many of my married friends' wives don't really have to work? You know what I'm saying? They can if they want to, right?
They're just chilling.
Yeah. And what I mean by they live a nice life, they aren't rich, but they have a nice life. The kids like out of the house, their house, and then they live in a place where his income can cover everything. Even though
they're content.
But she can just quit her job and just take like a year off. That's choice. That's a choice. And guys, single women can't stand it. They can't stand it.
Well, they're not content in a lot of problems. They're always looking for that new thing. That they want to be stimulated all of the time.
Yeah, and that thing should be a husband and children. That should be the number one thing. You know what I'm saying?
I'm happy just being normal.
Yeah.
I'm okay being an invisible entity.
Yeah.
That people don't know who I am, what I'm up to. I don't know what it is. Like these girls like want to be famous for some reason. Like that's why they're always on like Instagram or you know, YouTube or TikTok or whatever. They always want to be like famous.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
And do you ever notice another commonality with all of those people is that they've never done anything with their lives. They've never actually like
been useful.
Experienced any major serious hardships.
Yeah.
It's almost like they are suffering from a loss of identity and looking for the internet to fill it in.
Matt, this is once again the arrogance and the ignorance of abundance, right?
Yeah.
You mean like fought in a war?
Privilege.
Like you?
It's a privilege.
No, guys, this is these once again. There is the arrogance. So I'm so much better. I deserve. That's arrogance. The arrogance, the ignorance, and the entitlement of abundance. You cannot have these mindsets with unless your belly's full, you have clean water, shelter, food, and the lights are on. Take away any of those things, and all these feminist LDHD TV transformer things go away real fast.
Dude, they
real
go right
fast.
They'll go right back into factory settings, man. Like,
Oh yeah, guys. Wait a minute. Tim Hicks said that that attention should be, guys. Social media should be on there too. Social media is a big addiction. You know what I'm saying?
What a good point.
Yeah.
I think that snowboarder brought up that when we were talking before about social media, like the likes and the follows that you get. You know, that's like something that Facebook really they started out doing, but they started out doing, and then everybody followed suit because they saw that like these users like they were chasing the high of going viral and getting the attention that they didn't get in regular life. They were getting it online on social media through likes and comments and engagement and all of this other stuff. These are all dopamine hits.
And present Street Soldiers with Lisa Evers.
I'm so glad you're joining us for this episode of
Her voice is deeper than mine. Jesus.
Street Soldiers on social addiction. Americans with issues just like drug or alcohol addictions.
Damn, that is straight through menopause, dude.
Yeah.
Do you guys hear her voice, dude? Look at this chick right here, man. Look at this chick right here.
Baby, I'm gonna butter your bread.
I was just gonna say. A widely cited study from Cal State Fullerton found that about 10% of Americans, roughly 33 million people, suffer from social media addiction.
And that's a come on.
Many experts
There's way more than that.
believe the percentage is more than double that for teens and young adults.
There you go.
The risks to youth are so pervasive, it's one of the greatest problems facing kids today, says personal injury attorney and social media victims advocate Matthew Bregman.
The saddest thing about this is that you could make social media 80% safer with a flip of a switch. You could make these changes in a week. And they're not doing it, because it's simply because it would cost them some money.
Girls and women are inundated with unrealistic beauty standards and filtered images of hard to achieve beauty and body goals. They're right in the palms of their hands all day long. These images, whether real or enhanced, can drive them to extremes in dieting and even self-harm, says board-certified patient advocate.
It hasn't drawn her to any extreme dieting.
Do you see how it's all women though? They're saying like, oh, it's all the women that are causing other women problems.
Yeah.
Michelle Yamas.
Most of the things that I see are self-image related. And wanting to be like the influencers that they see on social media. So this, unfortunately,
that's such a woman thing to do.
Yeah,
guys, like we have pictures of Arnold and Sylvester Stallone and all these ripped buff dudes. They inspired us to be the best versions of ourselves, but we didn't want to actually be Arnold Schwarzenegger. Well, there's no way. Like,
they're like the pinnacle. They're like the pinnacle of like where you can like, oh, yeah, that's what I would like to be, but it's like not achievable, but it's like an inspiration.
Yeah. Girls look at Kim Kardashian and actually think that they can become Kim Kardashian. Poor man's.
Sure.
What do you say?
Oh no, all I was gonna say, worship up front. But I seen her.
What's that?
No, when you said the joke about her weight and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm saying worship up front.
I know, right? Yeah.
When I see her,
Ends up becoming things like eating disorders.
Social media addiction is a real issue that is raising growing concerns across all demographic groups, says board-certified psychiatrist Dr. Mina Mirholm. He's also an assistant professor at Columbia University Medical Center. Dr. Mirholm says social media is designed to retrain the brain to seek pleasure from the screen rather than real life, and that it can actually rewire brain neurotransmitters like an alcohol or drug addiction, making it especially harmful to people under 25.
What we're seeing is that it's...
Look at that, guys. Yeah. Guys, what do you think?
What I've never like understood, and this is like the ultimate irony about social media, because if you think about it, it's all about communication with other people, right? But what we've seen is that the people who've been most exposed to social media are the least able to engage in those activities in the real world. And that's like that's like a great irony about it, because the same people who are most plugged in are the least capable of holding like a conversation on a telephone, on like a telephone call with another human being, or like just interacting face to face, or even in a group like this where we're talking with each other on a very human level. They're unable and unwilling to engage in these normal human behaviors.
What,
yeah,
you mean
now
the,
there's
you mean
kids
the
that have
boomers don't
phobia.
understand the internet?
Right, yeah. There's kids now, they say they have a phobia of talking on the phone. So it's like they have a phone that they use that's in their hand all day long, but they just don't want to talk on it.
They have to text on it.
My mother teaches in a nursing program, right, at the college level. 5 years ago, they instituted a class in her master's level program to teach people how to talk on the phone and how to hold conversations in person.
Crazy.
That's in a master's program. It's like, what were you
We
doing
learned
before
that
you
when I
got
was
here?
in the 4th grade.
Yes. What in the hell were you doing? How did you get here? Like, how do you function in life without being like, what did you think that you were going to be doing as a nurse? How did you think that was going to work?
You know what it was? It's like when I was a kid, like my teachers were kind of abusive. I went to an all boys school, and like my teachers were like ex-Red Beret, like military guys, and they would be like, "Talk louder, stupid."
You guys remember this guy?
Like they would actually tell you to speak up.
He like teaches his son how to knock on the door and ask if your friend can come out and play. He doesn't know. Watch.
How do you ask for your friend to come outside? Right? Why are you so close? For one, you're in my space. You don't knock and stand that close to the door. Right, try that again. You're meant to say something. You're meant to say, you're asking for someone to come out. I don't need to speak.
Can Leon come out?
You haven't even addressed me. You're asking, you need to address that and say, good morning.
Hi there, Mr. Smith.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, man, I give the dad credit.
Yeah, good for him.
No, don't do that.
Why are you knocking twice?
Sounds like 5 o'clock.
There's one where he teaches him how to, his other son, how to like knock on the door and when he's going out on a date, and the girl's dad answers. It's hilarious.
No way, whoever you're trying to get out is not
He's not coming out, bro. He's not coming out.
You just ruined his life. If you mess this up, he's not grounded.
He's now grounded.
To show me.
That is brilliant, bro. Why are you so close, bro? You're in my space, bro.
Kind of disagree.
There's another one where it's here it is.
You're gonna knock the door for your girlfriend, and the dad's gonna answer. Show me how it's done. Make me proud.
What?
Wrong
This is a
already.
This is a good dad. Yeah,
Wrong
hoods
already.
up. Hoods up.
What?
The hood. Taking my daughter out with the hood on. Who?
Yeah.
If ever.
There we go. Yeah.
Don't do that either.
No!
Who doesn't? Are you serious?
Is that a clean shave? Fucking...
No, look.
Oh.
Beatboxing on the door.
Yeah.
The hell is this, a bass drum?
That's literally the scene out of Roger Rabbit with Judge Doom.
Yeah, right. Shave and a haircut. 2 minutes. Look at this.
You've not been here before. Who's knocking? You trying to make a rap album? Do it again, please.
Yo, you good?
Hell no. Hell.
You good?
Spudding me.
You good?
But I wish you would. I wish you would try spud me. I wish ever.
You try to fist bump him.
Yeah, they're talking to a young YN.
Hi, is Ebony there?
Yeah.
Stand still.
No. You ain't even told me who you are. You ain't even said hello, mister. Yeah. Ebony's here. Now what? Now what? You're gonna knock the door.
Dude, this guy's funny, man.
This is crazy that these kids don't know how to address people.
Yeah.
Like, hi there, Mr. Smith. My name is so and so. Is your daughter home? I
So
would
why
like
would
to
you
take her to McDonald's.
Yeah.
Well, it's called socialization. It's called socialization, and it's like they're completely missing that because they spend all of their time.
Yeah,
they spend all of their time on a screen and not interacting with actually flesh and blood human beings.
Well, I'm gonna take that a step further from what Anonymous said. When I was really young, I was looking forward to the time when people would address me as Mr. Cord.
Yeah.
And and it started in the 90s, and it's pissed me off that people in a service-oriented business address me by my first name. And it's like, no, I am not your good buddy. Don't be addressing me by my first name. That is something.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Right.
In my business, I usually get insults. So
well, wanker.
Yeah,
wanker. But guys, this is another thing I want you guys to understand. All these self-defense gurus are all trash. All this crap. Yeah. This is crap, guys. Okay, and this chick here, she's gonna get someone killed.
Oh,
she's on Instagram. Yeah, watch.
Oh.
Don't simply smell your own armpit.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to be the attacker. Yeah? But I'm going to defend myself. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So, you know what to do, yeah? All right, cool. Come on. Why are you doing it so tight?
Because that's how it's meant to be.
I'm trying to teach you, trying to choke me.
I'm trying to make it as realistic as possible.
He gets me from behind. He gets me from behind.
And he's a muscular guy too.
See the space? So it's like, he's trying to choke me. He's trying to choke. He can't choke me. I got air. Yeah. Right. So then, what you want to do is go down. You meant to, Mari.
You can't even mug me,
I
right?
go down and you loosen up. What happens? He can't defend himself.
Yeah, I'm saying this is how it's gonna happen. Like the man ain't gonna ease up. Like this is how it's meant to.
So what happens? He comes round, yeah, and then once you got the air, yeah, down.
Guys, for anyone who's trained, guys, how do you defend a choke? Like that?
I would think go for the ribs.
No, you don't. No, you fight the hands, but if they get both hands clasped, you're pretty much cooked. You grab one arm. You always because it takes quite the person to choke you out with one arm. As long as you're fighting the hands, keeping one arm down, you're basically safe. That's the number one thing that I can tell you guys to do. If someone comes up behind you and tries to get you in a choke, grab one arm with both of your hands and pull it. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
It doesn't matter if you're in a full rear naked choke. If you're standing, you grab one arm, pull it out, and twist away. But guys, just know it takes a Herculean effort that most people don't have for someone to choke you out with one arm. Okay? Guys, this whole flipping, jumping, kicking, knee. Guys, if I have you in a choke and you poke me in the eye or you hit me in the ribs, I'm just going to squeeze harder until you pass out or die. And then I'm like, my God, like groin. Yeah, but nothing's going to make me let go of that choke. Nothing. So, matter of fact, guys, you look at the old UFC and then some of the Pride events where they were letting the guys eye gouge when they were supposed to be able to.
Eye gouging?
Yeah, guys, this guy reached around and had both of her. This guy had both of his thumbs. The dude's eyes. The guy choked him out.
How was that not illegal to start off with?
Well, the guy
insane.
the guy was Japanese and it's in Japan. You know, guys never go to a decision in Japan. You're gonna lose. But guys,
John Jones do it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there was this one chick, Priscilla Cachoeira, and she got caught in a rear naked choke, and she was eye gouging the chick. The chick still choked her out, but she was like, "Yeah, look at my eyes." You know, it's crazy. And she's like, "Oh, I wasn't really trying to do it." It's like you actually reached out with both hands, felt around, and then went, "Oh, there the eyes are," and we're digging into her eyes. Come on, dude. So, but yeah, guys, we'll switch gears here, guys, because I found the lady who blew .40.
Okay.
And then she got arrested for DUI again.
Is it Bianca?
No.
Okay.
Too
low.
Does anyone have anything else on the topic? Because we'll do a whole series of these. So Matt,
so guys, like get good friends. This is the thing, like get 7 good friends.
A wolf pack.
Your wolf. Yeah, get your pack of guys who will like look after you. You got their back, they got yours. Not do stupid things. If you're living alone, like one of the best things you can do is get roommates. If you get good roommates, I've got good roommates, right? Like we hold each other accountable. We like help each other out.
And you help each other with the bills.
Help each other with the bills. Yeah.
And the number one thing that you can do, let's just say that we have, anonymous. You're how old now?
I'm 38.
Okay. So you meet a girl in like a year. You guys are dating. She's like, why do you have roommates? Get rid of her.
Yeah. You know why? Because it saves me money that I can put into my savings.
Yeah.
And that's why I've got like a pretty good amount of savings right now.
My friend, he's a fairly wealthy man. But when he bought his house, before he met his now wife, he bought a 3-bedroom house, and then he had 2 roommates. Because where he lives in Washington State, he was charging both these guys,
Yeah, and guess what? They help pay the mortgage.
Yeah, he was paying him $2,000 a month each, and they were paying him $4,000 a month, and that was basically him living for free. Basically,
yeah,
yeah. So his wife, his now wife, I think it's because she is a first generation Asian immigrant, and he's a Vietnamese guy. Well, they're both immigrants, but she understood like that's what was going on. They dated for like 2.5, 3 years before they got married, and she was cool with his roommates and everything.
That makes money, man.
Yes,
that's like resource. That's resource control.
Yeah. Yep.
Like that's what you need, guys. Like honestly, like if you have like, so I always consider it where it's like when it comes to guys anyway, is that you are the average of your friend group.
Exactly.
Right. And it's like if you're a complete loser that's like not going to work, not contributing, not like, then imagine what the bottom end of your friend group is. And it's like, no, you need to like contribute, need to be working, you need to be like saving, you need to be doing like just be productive all of the time.
Yeah.
It's nice to have some days off where it's like, oh, I like to do my Warhammer painting, but it's like you want to try and like at least get some sort of like currency in, because it helps your life, man. And all these people that tell you that money is like the root of all evil, it's you shouldn't care about money, they're fools, man. They're leading you down a bad path.
Yeah. People who say money isn't everything, that's just an excuse
to be
broke. And I'm not trying to say that you should. Guys, money is a tool. And just like a hammer, you can either build a house or you can cave someone's skull in. Yeah. Money itself is not inherently evil. It's just what people do with it. So.
It's the way our world works. And it's like, sorry, you're not going to change the system, guys. Like you have to abide by the system.
Sure.
It's just what it is, what it is.
Anyone else have anything on the topic?
I just I know that for me, part of my solution was learning how to talk about the issues that I carried around with me. And I know that my problems are a bit unique to me, that maybe other people didn't do the same things that I did. The only thing that I wanted to point out is that my experience in dealing with trauma, I'm still very much human. All of my problems are human. These are other problems that other human people have dealt with for a very long time, and my solution revolved around learning how to talk about those issues with other human beings. And that was like that was the biggest change substantively in my life. Like all of this baggage that I was carrying around for like 17 years, like I've learned how to deal with that, and it doesn't involve using another chemical. And that was life altering for me. So and being dependent on chemicals, that's like if you think about it, having to go to the liquor store every night to make sure that you have enough for the night, making sure that you have a prescription for this or that, it's like a mental prison, and you're putting yourself in there by continuing to use. You know what I mean? Like, but sobriety really is, it is an act of liberation, in my opinion.
You know what, Matt? You saying that. I just noticed? It's like you saying that. It's like I just noticed your icon. It's a caged tiger.
Yes, because I work with them in Thailand.
Yeah. Okay.
Only these tigers go back out into the wild.
Yeah.
But, yes, it is.
Release that tiger, man.
Yeah.
Like this, a lot of guys are like, yeah, I'm all for it. Release that fucking tiger.
Yeah.
Like get everyone like sorry, you should be everything you are.
Well, and that's the before I went to Iraq, I was in college, and I heard a guy, a college professor, talk about substance abuse, and he's like, why do people make the habitual choice not to attain their potential? Alcohol, for me, having that in my life diminishes me. It diminishes me in every way possible, and you don't know when you're an alcoholic. You really, because of the habitual way that most alcoholics drink, you really don't have a good barometer for understanding how much it diminishes you as a person until you get about 3 months away from your last drink. It's not just getting sober for 24 or 48 hours or 36 hours. It's actually getting it all the way out of your central nervous system.
It's it's a really interesting substance because it either destroys or it can create.
Well,
it's really weird.
I want to say, in my experience, I've seen it destroy a lot, way more than it creates.
Yeah.
For
sure, yeah, 100%.
I think that we're entering kind of a new era where sobriety is going to start, hopefully, becoming the norm. Because when I grew up, it was actually kind of the norm for parents to drink and for people to drink.
Smoke.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like we're moving away from all of that, and I can only encourage it because it really does prevent you from obtaining your potential and proactively living your life.
I honestly think in America it's probably going to be going that way, but honestly, guys, you go to the UK,
the UK is cooked.
The UK is cooked.
The UK is cooked.
Alcoholic,
alcohol
degenerate.
Cheaper and more
Yeah.
accessible than ever before.
I can literally go and buy a beer in the UK for 50 pence. Like 50 cents,
label, was it not off label stores? What are they
off
called?
licenses?
Off license stores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are open all of the time.
Yeah.
And you know what the irony is? It's usually a Muslim guy who's usually running the place who's
But
selling
here's the thing, though.
alcohol.
You Brits used to have a pub culture where you'd only drink at the pub, and then the pub guy would cut you off. Oh, time to go home.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
The bell would ring. Yeah,
but there was no drinking at home. You know?
Yes. Yeah, that was very.
And now it's so cheap that you could just go buy a 12-pack or a case.
To be fair, that still exists. Like the pub. I went to my mum's hometown, in Rochester, which is where Shakespeare's from, and dude, the pubs there were bumping. There were so many people just hanging out, good old times. And it's but then
the
people
issue
would
now is that there's so many people now who buy cheap alcohol and just drink at home and just get annihilated.
Yeah,
all
there's
the
off license right next to the pub.
Yeah,
you can just pop in there and then go home.
Guys, they have Uber for alcohol. You know what I'm saying? There's a guy, he did an interview and he was saying, yeah, dude, Ubering alcohol, whatever. He's met all kinds of celebrities and stuff because it'll be after whatever party, and next thing you know, he'll deliver and a whole bunch of celebrities are in a hotel room just getting trashed. He's like, oh snap, hey, how you doing? So yeah, but guys, here, let's check out. We'll skip through these, but yeah, guys, thanks for being here, man. This is a pretty serious topic. I know that we usually joke around a lot, but guys, the reason why we talk about this is ultimately, your society doesn't give a shit about us, man. If we're alcoholics and homeless in the street, the only people who are gonna care are your family, your friends, and us red pill guys. Us guys who care about each other. That's it. The society is not going to care. You guys can wait around all you want and think about maybe guys. No one's coming to save you. All right, and it's just crazy to actually think about that, and hopefully that will spur you into action to reach out, get help, talk to people, because once again, this is the most tolerant community on the internet. I really think it is. Yes, they put us on a smarist watch list or whatever. They call us a hate group. They call us all this stuff because we are the most accepting group there is.
Well, you know why? Because we're logical.
Thank you. Yep. Yep. Guys, I have subscribers from India, from the Czech Republic, Australia, New Zealand, from South Africa, Canada, you know what I mean? That have called into this channel. It's crazy, Switzerland, the UK,
It means it's everywhere.
Ireland, So, but here we go, guys. Let's check.
Let's go. Do you have any injuries on your neck right there?
185 negative at this time. History of injury.
Okay.
Look at how trash she is.
Why don't you step right over here, all right?
From them.
Look at how puffy she is. That is alcoholism. Yeah. I think she hit her head. Don't throw up.
Where are you coming from?
Just lean up against the car, all right?
What's your name again?
Emily.
Emily? Okay. All right, Emily, we got to take you to the hospital. You can't even stand up on your own.
Why don't you take a seat back in the car, all right?
You got the keys, Emily.
Yeah. Just hold on a minute.
Cut.
Doesn't need to be in the driver's seat.
Guys,
Yeah, keep her out of the seat. What are you
guys,
thinking?
she doesn't have guys, she doesn't have dreams. She has full-length feature films. That she doesn't have she doesn't have
Show 'em on the
daisies, guys.
forehead.
She has whole documentaries.
I'll get see right here?
All right, guys.
Scooch on back.
She knows the drill.
Good for her.
Keep
she
your
just
head
accepted
still.
it.
Look up.
Look at this guy right here.
Look at this guy.
Come on, dude. Have some pride in yourself. What are you supposed to
Dude.
Guys, no one's asking you to be an Olympic athlete, okay? But guys, please exercise.
He's wearing a whole other body on his chest.
Up towards me. I want you to keep your eyes.
Oh, guys.
Keep
That's the middle of doing it.
Wall. Where's Wall? What license plate is that?
Is that California or somewhere?
No. It has
I want to
two
say
words.
Maryland, but that's not right.
New Jersey?
Yes.
Dude, I wouldn't even know where Maryland is.
Yeah. Wall, New Jersey. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I should have known by the cops' pants. They have to wear those zesty stripes on
I
their
think a
pants.
stripe on it. Okay.
Yeah. Ohio, New Jersey, Florida.
She's gonna be.
She's
gonna
Look at that.
be under arrest for 450.
All right, guys. The sequel.
Hello?
Look at that, guys.
Anyone?
Look at that same car from before.
Oh, it's the same
Look
woman.
at that, guys. The same chick.
Injured?
God.
You're not injured? Are you injured at all?
Yes.
You are? Okay, where are your injuries at? What is hurting?
My
My
right
lip
side.
Okay.
Look at this guy. He probably tried to talk to me. It's like, you know what? I'm done. I'm just waiting for the cops.
I got a feeling it's not going to be the same car again.
Yeah.
Max, yeah.
I'm gonna call an ambulance for you, okay?
Okay.
Jersey is such an ugly state. Everything about it is just so ugly. You know what I mean? Like everything, like right when you cross into Jersey, it's just like
I remember I remember watching that movie Miss Congeniality, and she said like, why do we call it the Garden State or whatever? It's like because we don't have petrochemical state.
This everything about it, the architecture, everything about it is just so ugly. Like it's like you guys ever go into a bathroom? No, never mind. Yeah, you guys ever go to like a football game or baseball game, and there's the one guy that's actually like just, and all the guys are like, just peeing because they drink beer, but then that one guy that have like 10 chili dogs decides to light the handicap stall up.
Like fireworks going off.
That's what New Jersey is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Central from 21.
21.
All right. Can you explain to me what happened?
I was turning left.
How are her airbags not deployed?
You were making a left turn from where?
I was making a left turn and
Where are you coming from?
I was turning left.
No, show me which direction you're coming from.
I was turning left.
You're coming from in here?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what happened?
Oh, none of
Think
these
about this, guys.
officers pulled up
Oh
for
my
prior
God.
convictions.
Yeah, guys, here's the thing. If this was a man, right? Guys, this is female privilege.
It is.
This is gynocracy in motion right here.
Letting her back in the driver's seat of the car.
Exactly.
That's crazy. Yeah, I noticed that. That's
And
crazy.
he was turning right. And he was making
I'm
out.
sleepy now.
And he was turning like into the right-hand lane.
Okay, I just have to let you know that I'm recording, okay? So I'm wearing a camera and
I
it's
know.
recording everything, okay?
Yeah.
You have your registration and your
Sorry,
I'm drunk.
Where do you live, ma'am?
in Franklin Park.
Okay. Just keep looking for your registration insurance and I'll be right back, okay?
Talk to him.
Sir, are you able to tell me what happened?
Yes, sir. I was coming from here.
Okay.
And she kept on turning. I tried to save her. I changed my lane so she doesn't hit me.
Right.
I don't know where she is on the phone or where she is.
Okay.
But she's coming from here.
Oh, so she's not coming out of here?
No, this is one way.
Okay. So,
sir.
I understand where she's coming from. So she's coming
from here.
there.
Making a
Making a
left
left
turn.
turn.
She just said she's making a
Making a
left
left.
turn.
Okay.
And she's not looking at my car. I don't know why she's distracted. And I know she's gonna hit me, so I try to save her.
Oh, you try to go
and
this way.
so she stopped, but she did not stop.
So once she hit you, then the car just came in.
No, she moved it. I said, please
Oh, she
stop.
moved the car.
Do
Okay.
my car is right here.
Okay.
I did not move an inch. And when her car is here and she starts moving, I said, please don't move. Let's call the police.
Okay.
But she started.
And she backed up.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Man, hold on 1 second, okay. Ma'am? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Did she drive off?
No, she didn't. No, she didn't.
You
I tried to stop her.
from where?
I was at the lake.
Uh-oh. Keisha gets involved. Uh-oh. Here we go.
Be right back.
Go around. 1 second. 1 second. You saw her before?
I tried to stop her. I was at the lake. I'm going to say about 10 minutes ago. I can study the influence. Because when she turned the corner off of 27,
We now come back for your
She stopped short. She turned like she about to miss a turn. Then
She got a bonnet on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's nodding
my
out.
God.
Okay.
So,
Okay, no
yeah.
problem. Okay.
Honestly, AJ, I didn't realize that was a thing.
Say again?
Honestly, I didn't realize that was a thing until this channel.
What?
It was like the bonnet.
Yeah, that's because you don't have a lot of B-dubs around you.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Okay. And when did you go to Florida? When did you come?
How's the leg? Feel okay?
Yeah.
All right, you can leave the door open, man.
Dude, she's trash.
So what's your first name, man?
Yeah, she can get 80 jail time the last.
What is it? Emily, we're going to walk over here on the sidewalk where it's a little bit safe. Okay.
She shouldn't be wearing
Yeah,
stripes.
on any
for
medications or anything like that?
No, I have
Let's do that. Put your purse down. There you go. Okay. We're going to put this right here. Yeah, I'm going to hand it to Officer Taylor here.
Jesus, look at that, guys.
Stand up.
She looks like she smells like a sweat sock full of ass, dude. She looks like she just stinks. You know what I'm saying?
Ma'am, did you ingest anything today at all?
Yeah.
What'd you take?
How much you want to bet? She said 2 beers, right?
Yeah.
Use far.
What is it?
Use far.
Usefar? What is that?
Aggressive medicine.
What kind of medicine? Like a pain, like an opiate?
No.
Yeah. Can you look at me real quick in my eyes?
Hold on. Busefar is anti-anxiety medication. That's why. So she's on head meds and she's drunk as a skunk.
She's not like a downy person. Like I don't,
No.
Not to be rude. Like I don't mean to be mean. But like, yeah.
A downy.
Downy, yes. That's what we used to say in England. We used to call them like downy guys. Yeah.
Don't you guys say window lickers too? Because they would lick the windows on the small bus.
Well, yeah. I was actually going to say, you know what she looks like? She looks like this is a weird reference, but she looks like a chav.
A what?
A chav. So chav is like a working class English girl where she's got like her hair is like slicked back into like a ponytail where it's like it's such a weird reference. I don't even know like how to describe it, but like if you look up chav, you will CHAV. So you probably get someone like Vicky Pollard, who's like from like a TV show back in the day from Little Britain, the TV show. Like you'll get like some.
Oh, these rods.
Oh man, yeah. You have like the hair is like pulled back into like a bun.
Dude, man, you
crazy
just
makeup,
as cooked as us Americans. This is basically the British version of the Italian chicks, like I mean, or the Fran Drescher style chicks.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? The New York chicks, you know,
the New York
weird
chicks,
hair.
yeah, exactly, yeah, like in the Sopranos and stuff. Yeah.
Hold on, guys. Let's get through this.
Are you blind? I got you. I got you, okay? You okay?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, long time no see.
That's not
This young lady is involved in my MVA. And
Sure. Okay. Hi. How you feel right now? You hurt?
Miles.
Yep. Hi, what's your name, ma'am?
Emily.
Emily, I'm Miles, and this is my partner on shore. Okay? Hi. How you feel right now? You hurt?
Miles.
Yep.
Jesus, maybe she is a
It's like the
target.
speed limit, 40 miles an hour, right?
Smile. Smile. Perfect.
Okay. How do you feel right now?
Good.
Good? You want to sit in the trunk?
You guys want
All right.
Did you start the headquarters?
I think she's a bit simple.
Yeah.
We're going to get you on the stretcher, okay?
Yeah, there's one in the other way.
What a mess.
What's your first name, hon?
This is the borderline girl, like where she's a bit simple.
Yeah.
But she's not bad enough to like where people recognize it.
Hmm.
And she's not right.
She's not crying because she's like she regrets what she's done. She's crying because she got caught.
Yeah.
Could be. Yeah, could be.
You gotta have a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna arrest.
All right, so
I'll follow you up to the hospital.
she's. Is that like a protocol for you? Yeah, because she's now on arrest for DWI. Oh, I didn't know that was a protocol hospital for you. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go to Robert Wood. Answer any questioning. Do you understand? Really? Yeah, just because like sometimes the alcohol, I don't ask things, and the last thing I love.
So she didn't even have her license back.
You don't know what's happening. Yeah, I'll probably.
Anyways, guys. All right, guys. I'll shut this bad boy down. Guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for the donations, man. You know, I appreciate that. Guys, we will be live tomorrow, 4:30. Guys, be there, be square. Guys, I have the ultimate black fatigue story for you guys. As anyone who wants to join, I recommend joining because this is going to be a freaking doozy, dude. It's kind of... Yeah.
You said it's the ultimate black fatigue.
Dude, it is absolutely insane.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, 4:30 p.m. tomorrow, guys.
Does it include a chirping fire alarm?
At some point. No, I'm joking. But all right, guys. I appreciate you. Guys, I'll be in after hours. All right, guys. Bye.
Go. Thanks,
Bye,
Bye.